And welcome to yet another wonderful week of Dungeons and Dungeons. We are returning for a dungeon crawl. You all managed to get outside the Fey Wilds. Cheat death. Congrats on that.
Thanks, man.
That
That was a close one.
It was so easy.
I went
It
upstairs and was like, crap, what just happened?
was so easy.
Definitely.
Just rolled that 20 as well.
Yeah. Then you guys wandered into a ruin, avoided encounters. Inside the first
You're
room.
really sad about the fact that we missed that bush, the bush encounter.
It
Do you
wasn't
need
just
to
one
say
bush.
that again?
It was, how many bushes was it?
There were bushes.
We'll get it on the way
There were
out.
other things.
That's so much beer. Bush Light. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
So, as you entered in, you found a disgruntled beholder inside his lair, or his newfound lair, as he was digging through all sorts of rubble and garbage and ancient debris of this ruined temple.
Yes.
He was chased off and sent his guards after you, in which none came. And you guys took a long rest, met an interesting shopkeep, and began your journey into the ruins of this temple. You learned some interesting information about the world around you. You saw some of the works of the gods and paintings of the culture that was left behind. And I believe as everything pushed forward into the second room, you all taunted the living heck out of this beholder, edging him on room by room, taunting his intellect. We'll see how that goes.
But in a fun way.
I think the only person that really taunted was me.
Yes.
And then Ryan was just being very dramatic.
Yes. No. Yes.
This isn't going to backfire.
Yes.
We're going to be fine.
So you just finished your second door getting through, shocking the beholder at your cleverness, and now you have entered a third room where you all feel heavier. Inside this room, a blackness surrounds the entirety of it. You can't see the walls. A vastness seems to cover an endless ocean of stars and galaxies and cubula.
Camera's not working.
I don't know if ours is either.
That's the one that I'm
That's the
referring
one. What?
I don't really care because I
It
don't
was all
agree
set.
anyway.
It was cool.
to. Sorry.
I knocked it out moving forward. It should go right there. There it is. It was knocked out.
I just ruined the flow, guys. I'm sorry.
Merge and destroy! Sludge! Okay.
You're the worst.
Hey, there we are.
Alright. Welcome back. So. Streaks of light zip by your faces as you find the once open floorway. The tiles that were laid out in the previous room have now come into more of a cavernous single path forward. Every step feeling like this great amount of force just to get forward. It's tougher to walk than you normally experience at a much slower rate, especially in your heavy armor, Tullius.
What do you mean?
I will. I mean, you're wearing heavy armor and it's even harder to move. That's what I mean.
Wait, hold on, what? This whole
Inside
time, I thought he
here,
was naked.
in the far distance, you see, similar
Except for
to
the
the
belt.
previous room, what was once just on the ceiling very, in a much smaller fashion, has now basically expanded in this room. And you can see all sorts of these massing, expanding universes and nebulas, but they're far off as well in here. And there's just temperature change as you get in here as well. There's this calmness of almost no noise. From the general area before you, there were still the hums of the world behind you, but as soon as you've entered in here, it's similar to some sort of vacuum. As you guys are feeling curious of this second room.
What's the lighting situation again?
Very dim, only lit by the stars around you.
Okay.
And there's this endless twinkle in here, similar to what you experienced with Timora, but they were blue back then. These are normal, what you would see in the starry night. In front of you lays out a path that's tough to see too far off. You can just see it's very narrow, each step in here.
I'll take out my scimitars
Okay.
because they create light in darkness. 15-foot radius of bright light, and then dim light for another 15 feet after that.
As you take them out, you can see they have half the effect they normally do.
That's annoying.
But you can still see a little more. You see that there's clearly edges that drop off very quickly into this
Shit.
blackness down below. This seemingly endless vacuum.
Well, that's good to know.
And the doors behind you have closed once again.
Right. Let's,
So this is more dim light, right?
Dim light now because of the scimitars.
Okay.
That you just took
I
out.
don't know.
I forgot
think it's
what they're
both, really.
scimitar.
Yes.
That you
Does
just took out.
dark vision help in this?
Not so much. I mean, because it's only different patterns of gray, there isn't much else but black in your dark vision. This vastness of black with the stars and the beautiful galaxies and nebulas in the far, far distances.
That's a really good explanation. It irks me when some DMs are just like, your dark vision doesn't work. Shucks. That makes sense. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I would grant you dark vision if it made sense, but it doesn't in this room.
That makes sense. That makes
Glad.
perfect
Oh.
sense.
Hey, I think of things.
He's got logic and reason behind
Oh,
this
he's
stuff.
got a brain in there.
I try so hard. All right.
Shall we explore?
All right. What's the marching order? All right. Tullius leading the way. Go ahead and rearrange yourselves as it goes.
I'll
Who's
go
next?
second.
Then Orhana. As you start pushing through the front, you can tell as you're moving how much slower it is, and everyone is sort of looking at one another in slow motion-ish, but it's not true slow-mo. It feels just like this resistance you're pushing against with every step. In game terms, you are definitely on rough terrain.
All right.
I think that Tellius at first thinks that Orhana climbed on his back, and that's the reason that it's so hard, and he's really surprised that... Nope.
No. It's just
Now,
What the heck?
for that
Oh.
marching order, though, just so you don't have to pull everybody out, you're on the first space. Unless you want to push everybody else out and just put Tullius on the first space, and then just take all the other players out for now, and keep them behind in the same marching order so you can keep track.
Jesus.
Because that'll be easier for us to go.
Okay.
Come on, Zach, what were you
Zeph
thinking?
can be at the back. There you go. Okay. So there we are.
I'm at the back, actually.
Okay.
Gotta protect the squishy ones.
So, do you start moving forward?
It feels kind of like we're moving underwater.
Well, you know how to swim, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in the air. What happens?
You hardly get off the ground. What's your
Okay.
strength modifier?
Not high.
Or what's your strength in general? Sorry. What's your strength?
15.
15?
That's not bad.
If it's 15, I'm pretty sure
It's 10 plus your modifier
for how far you can jump.
for how many feet you can jump
10. So what's your modifier?
Horizontally.
on a running
On a
jump.
running
Uh,
jump.
Yeah.
That's horizontal.
Vertically-
that's-
Vertically it would
Horizontally.
be.
Vertical jump. There is actually rules for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where is that one?
That I was been looking through all those jump rules, especially for this room, and I've forgotten. Just a straight horizontal. There's vertical jump. You'll probably get it faster than I will.
15 feet vertical jump.
You definitely don't have that.
Yeah, no
right?
way.
I'll just say, for the sake of NBA Jam, you have like a 5-foot jump, since that's your height, or a little less than your height.
That's so high.
He's a rogue. He's
very nimble.
nimble
That's-
and he's
You
lightweight.
can- oh,
What is it?
vertical jump is
I think your modifier.
Six.
it's 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet, and if it's a standing jump, only half that.
So 1.
1 foot.
1 plus strength.
So you hardly get off. Okay, good to know.
3 feet, so it'd be like a foot and a half, presumably.
Wait, 3 plus your modifier?
Yep.
And
If
then
you're
halved.
running.
If you're
Yeah,
running.
but have it.
So you have, so half. So that'd be like
Half
1.5
that.
feet.
So-
And
You
then
normally
quarter,
jump.
Presumably,
Yeah.
it would be
I was
less
giving you
than that.
NBA hops there, but oh well.
0.75.
So you go 0.75 off the ground than what you're normal.
That wasn't very high.
Yeah, something seems to be resisting.
I'm gonna jump.
Your strength modifier is like 11, right?
It's 9.
It's 9.
Yeah.
So you go 4.5 feet off the ground. And there's a little floatiness right at the top to it too when you get up there, and then it comes down hard.
It comes down hard, but
Yeah.
at the top it's like. Whoop.
Yeah, the little Luigi action going on right now when you play those games where he's like, "Wah!"
Yep.
A little bit of that.
It's a bit like floaty in here, though. You know, it's interesting.
Is there anything beside the path that we're on right now? Just blackness?
Well, the stars and the galaxies and the darkness and
Right.
the edges
Other
going
than
down.
that.
Yeah. Other than creation.
Other than the universe.
There's nothing in this room. Oh my god.
There's everything in this room.
I'm so bored. Okay. Do you start moving forward?
Look out for traps.
Yeah, you virus, you should help him with that.
I'll look for traps.
Okay, so you push up to the front.
Maybe, Ulyrus, would you like to take the point, as they say?
Sure, I can do that.
Stabs him.
Would you like to take one of my swords for light?
I have a torch I can use.
All right.
Torch lights. As you.
That's good.
Yes. Yeah. You now know there's oxygen for sure.
Right, like,
Everyone drops dead. What? No one cared to ask for a medicine check. Why would we know that? Why would we know that? You would bring that up that we couldn't breathe. All right. So he's up front first. Okay. Takes him a little longer, but it's interesting to see that the light streaks that happen with like shooting stars going by you are still like in normal speed that you're used to. But you guys still are like frustratingly. Not like, oh, I'm so mad, but just like, I'd like to be moving it normally. It's starting to click in your minds. So go ahead and give me a roll for traps. That's an investigation check, I believe.
Investigation.
21.
Nope. 23.
23. You start tapping. You take out your. Do you have a short sword? I forget.
I have a long sword.
Long sword.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
No, so I'll just say your dagger. You start like
I
tapping
also
with.
have that fancy new dagger.
Yes, well, we
Ooh.
can
I'm
use
gonna
that
use
one.
that.
You can start tapping on some of the tiles in front of you, checking for traps. It seems like these could literally be the only traps, since there's no ceiling above you, nothing's to fall, and you don't perceive any traps in your immediate area.
Looks clear. Let's keep moving.
All right. Lead the way.
Yeah.
So you normally move how far, Ryan, with your speed? 30?
My speed is 40.
40? So you move
20 per round.
the first, 20 per round, but the first 15 feet, everyone starts to file on, and everyone's close together. And as soon as you hit 15 feet, you start to feel this force pushing against you, and you can feel this breeze start pushing back all of you. I need you to make con saving throws. Or strength saving throws. I apologize, not con.
Thank you.
Strength.
All right.
20.
Okay?
11.
Okay?
12.
Strength saving throws. 22.
Yep. 12, yep.
Scanlan
I
betrayed
worked
me.
hard for this.
2.
2.
I did not.
So as all you start to feel the first just gust inside this vacuum, and what's eerie about it, or at least feels unnatural, that there's no temperature associated with the wind blowing past you. It's a sensation that's just different. It's not necessarily evil or anything like that. You just get a like, I've never experienced that before. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. As that pushes you all, Tyrion ends up getting pushed back an extra 5 feet, and he starts getting pushed towards the edge there. You see him nearly get pushed off the side.
Grab his cloak.
Where are you in the line? Is he close there?
I'm on the back. He's right
I was
front
in
of
the
me.
middle.
Okay, so you grab onto his cloak, and with your 20, you're able to. He still went 5 feet behind you, though. So now he is He's behind Charnook in the marching order. And I forgot to get all these guys out because I need to roll for Zeph.
I'm sure he's fine.
Zeph is quiet. Why is that?
Weird.
Is Zeph alive?
He sure is.
Oh, that's good.
Still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
I'm not gonna kill him off, that's for sure.
Praying to it.
Or try my best not
Zeph
to.
that don't believe.
Alright, let's use the one that always sucks. Hey, he survived. Natural 14, he's alright.
Easy. With ease.
Okay. Alright, you guys continue forward?
Yeah.
Alright. As you guys go another 15 feet, the wind picks up again. So you can move Elyrus, do two blocks. Yeah, right there is fine for right now.
Everybody else as well.
And then as you hear, you feel it coming again, and you turn to look at everybody to tell them, and then the torch goes out just as you go to tell them. And I need everyone to make strength checks again.
Can I dig one of my scimitars into the ground
Sure.
and try to hold on to someone else?
Give me a attack roll to see if you can get it into the stone. It's stone.
Yeah.
I
First
rolled a
the
natural.
floor.
14. I don't even know.
That's not good.
Oh, so 27.
Yes, it hits. Into the stone, just fine. You have advantage on your strength save now.
Nice. What about, like, helping someone? That's what my intention was, to help someone, like, with their save.
Let's
So
see
it's
how
like-
it plays
You know what I
out.
mean? So, like,
yeah.
if
like-
So you're gonna have to be perceptive.
I figured.
So we'll get there in a moment. So
Okay.
at least you know this worked. What's your strength saves?
8.
8,
11.
11.
Strength? Natural 20. Whoa.
Nice success.
Yeah. No kidding.
5!
Oh, shit.
Dang it, boy.
Come hang out with me.
I'm still holding on to him.
I am not a strong boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you succeeded. You were fine too, I believe. What was your
Nat
dex?
20.
Nat 20. Yep. So you got an 8.
Yep.
8. Hunter, you got a 5. Elyrus, what'd you get?
21.
All right.
Oh, shit.
So Elyrus still leading the
Been
way
doing
as
push-ups.
it force. You feel it going a little more. A
Swiftly.
little more force behind it as the closer you're getting. There's clearly something funneling this wind through. As you guys are pushing forward, Orhana and Tyrion. Natural 14 again. He's good. He has modifiers.
Good.
Get really pushed to the sides. Who's right behind you? Orhana?
Yep.
You can make a dexterity saving throw to try and grab Orhana, who is being pushed off the side. Tyrion, you are being pushed off the side as well. Since you had a
currently-
crit success,
I currently have.
but that's how strong it is. The wind. Even though like you had the back of his shoulder, you had to brace yourself so you couldn't have like the firmest of grips on
I rolled a 2.
you. A 2,
Rip her.
Orhana goes over the edge.
Seven.
Or actually, you get a dex saving throw to try and catch on the edge. This was extra, that's right.
17.
17. For a dex saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, with your crit success, I'm going to give
What? That was me.
advantage to Tyrion to try and make a dex save.
That was me.
To catch. He was grabbing him already.
No, I meant the crit success was me, not
Oh, you were the crit success.
Yeah, it was
Oh, that's
just
right.
a normal 20.
Okay, then you just have a normal roll to try and catch him as well for dex, not to be pushed out of his grasp while he was on you and this wind came through you.
Yeah.
What'd you roll on your dex save?
An 11.
11.
Eek.
Orhana goes, you
Aw,
see her
shit.
as the wind pushes, and you go, "Ugh, Orhana, and your sword is glowing. You can see just like where the edge of the darkness, her like on that steep slope, and just go over the side, wide-eyed.
I'm
I just have a death wish.
fishing into my pack to see if I can get a rope out fast enough.
I have a 12.
A 12 dex save, and you had a 17 dex save. 12's the DC, so you just as you're like falling out of range, Charnook's like
Would you get a hold of yourself?
brings you in. So you're
And
all right.
I flash my arm out and I cast Featherfall on Orhana.
You have to be able to see her.
Oh, God.
Choose up to 5 fallen creatures within range.
Within range, so you don't need sight.
I do not need sight, I just need to know that she's falling.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage. Because the area is not easy to see whatsoever, even with the dim
9.
light.
Is
the
it
9?
Is it silent though?
What?
It's pretty silent though, right?
It is, so that is fair.
Maybe maybe you could hear her fall.
So you could definitely hear her fall, and Orhana, fuck.
Not again.
Reroll without disadvantage.
Oh.
Your player just helped you. Your teammates made an awesome,
Yes.
an awesome
That
point.
made it a lot better.
All right.
16.
Let's go, dude.
16.
Save your
Okay.
lives.
So you
just gonna be
can
a cleric.
assume, and you do try and get the spell off for Featherfall.
Boom.
How does Featherfall work in detail?
So it doesn't really change the speed at which she's falling. It slows it to 60 feet per round until the spell ends.
Which is normal falling speed.
It lasts a minute or until the creature lands, and then if they land before, it lasts either 1 minute or when the creature lands. And if they land, they take no falling damage and land on their feet.
That's handy.
It's gonna be a weird
What
one.
if she doesn't fall?
So,
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm digging at.
so if it's more than 360 feet fall, then the spell would expire.
Okay. Orhana.
Oh god.
As you go off the edge and you do this like flip and you're like holding onto your dagger and bows as you're going down. And by the way, last week, just side note, as I'm thinking about this, I'm like, poor Zeph, he needs a magical item.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
And you got the bow, so I'm like, probably in the future I'll have to be like, could I borrow a bow you're not using for the if we have to fight? Just as a side note, I'm like, oh man, poor Luke.
Does the bow make the arrows magical if it's magical?
Don't know.
Give or
If
take
it's like a
bow.
+1 bow, it's a magic.
It's a magic item, so I'm gonna be
Okay.
lenient on that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might be shit out of luck. So
Yeah,
it's like,
no.
Yeah, it's not like we can stock up on magical arrows to shoot from our magical bow.
Yeah, no. I was just
yeah,
curious.
it's fair.
Because like the magic weapon spell exists, and she has a class feature that
Yeah.
like specifically says
It's so
it.
strange.
True.
Yeah, it's
true.
a weird thing.
It's fair.
It's a weird thing.
Falling through the darkness as you feel yourself starting to hit the ground that comes up way closer, way quicker than you thought it would. You impact this surface and it feels like going through water. But not normal like water you've experienced falling into in the past. It's like this, it's like creates no bubbles when you get inside there. It's crystal clear in this darkness as you go and hit the surface of it, and there's almost no sound as you, there's little, but almost none when you hit the water. And you feel this very slow sensation as you're falling through this vast void of anything, just stars in the far distance, seemingly an endless escape away from you. And then all of a sudden you start picking up speed. And all of a sudden, as you go to breathe in air, you feel the speed going in quicker, and you find yourself, and you can see a light below you, unlike the stars around you. And as you start to fall, give me a perception check.
I think it's an 8.
An 8? Everybody else give me a perception check.
That is an 8.
14.
14?
21.
21? Oh, yeah. Like
19.
19.
19. All right. Eliris is the one to, like, turn back to the group and pick up Tullius' sword and push it up as Orhana passes by again. And you take 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
Ah, that's not falling damage.
You're still falling. What are the rest of you doing?
Wait, what? I want to catch her.
Wait, she
went
went off
through.
the edge again?
Oh shit!
She
I'm
just
trying to catch her on
she
the
just
second
appeared
pass.
above you guys and
So
disappeared
it's like
again.
yeah. Okay, that's pretty easy to piece
We're
together.
playing Portal.
In a circle.
All right.
It's exactly metagame wise. Yes.
I'm catching her.
That's why I'm like Featherfall. Fuck.
How is that gonna work?
Tullius,
It slows her down though, which is good.
What do you mean? What?
tie this to your waist. I hand him rope.
10,
Do you mind
9,
jumping and trying to catch her, and I'll have this,
7,
and then Charnu.
Ah!
Hold this end.
5.
I grab onto the rope.
I'm holding on
We
to her.
letting it slide through to let him catch, but
Orhana, you're feeling the speed pick up
Why not
again
just
as you
have
start
her
coming
catch the
down.
rope?
I don't know.
I need you to make a perception check with
13.
I think a normal one's all right. You have a semblance to where she's coming, even though it's very dark. She seems to be in the same location from the first
13.
fall. A 13.
I'll try to scream this time too, so they can tell.
Nothing comes out. Like you have no air right now.
Oh,
the way
that's
this
right.
Is working.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, it's this very foreign sensation. So you have a semblance of 13 as you're raring ready to go, and as she starts coming down, I need you to make a dex. Or a dex would be to reach out and grab her. It might be an athletics to jump out and catch her. So I'm going to go with athletics first.
Well, it's a natural 19, and my athletics I think is an 11, so that's 30.
Okay, that'll be enough to catch her.
Okay.
Now here's the
As
hard
Tullius,
part. All right.
Can you
he
refresh-
gets in this beautiful squat position in complete armor. Do you have disadvantage on athletic checks and armor?
Nope.
No, it's only stealth checks? Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Heavy armor.
This man in heavy armor with his wonderful Storm Giant's belt glistening in the dim light of the stars in the universe
I love this
jumps
thing.
out and just at the right moment with a 30 initially would have been too far away and would have got smacked in the face by Orhana, but still would have caught her just fine. But he's able to adjust himself with his athleticism in midair and do one of these wonderful football catches of her. And as he grabs her, they start falling over the side. I need all of you to make strength checks as he catches Orhana. Not you. Everybody else.
I was like, wait a
Yeah, no,
second.
you're good.
What kind of rolls?
Strength check, because you're now
23.
holding. How 600 pounds do you weigh?
I think it's 400.
400 pounds?
I think I'm like 50,
Okay, 450.
maybe.
I'm just
How's that helping?
I'm just gonna cast Dimension Door with Orhana back up to the fucking
That works
ledge.
better.
I got a 23
Can I
on my
see
strength
that?
check.
23.
having-
Yeah, give me a moment.
I'm having a
7.
weird
7.
time here.
Tyrion, strength.
16.
Yeah, if this fails, I'm just
And I believe he got a 15.
Oh,
I
you're
gotta
always
get
strong,
D&D
it's fine.
Back on D plus whatever, but as you all "Oh, come on, guys!" You all start to lift. You just the rope, and you all fall down on your backs as you use all this force. And there's no one on the other side of the rope. And you just see Tellius walking casually behind you all, out with Orhana in his hand. For you, what you two saw
That's
was as
hilarious.
Tullius grabbed you and was following, just before, inches before that line in water below you, a white portal just opened up, and you just Tullius, you guys fell through it, and it was one of those as you're falling through where you go like this. So I was like, "Wah!" I'm standing. What happened? Super smooth, super athletic.
Portal.
What, you didn't trust me?
it's not you. I'm a heavy lad, all right. And
Wait,
Orhana's got
no,
some stuff.
I-
had you.
That worked better. No, that was
yeah,
good.
I didn't want you guys to fall.
that's-
All of us fall off, and then it would just be an endless.
If
you
we
know,
fall, we will.
Did you just call me fat?
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not here.
No. I was saying that you have a lot of magical items that might weigh a bit. And
That's really fair. I think you have 8 magical items on you. I think that's very fair.
that magic can be a bit weighty. It's weighty stuff.
Well, we had you if you couldn't do that, but that was excellent. Very
Yeah,
much cleaner.
I was just making sure no one else fell off the thing.
Alright,
absolutely.
so, change of plan. Let's use that rope and wrap it around all of us so we're connected and it's harder to fall off.
Yeah, but if we do fall off, we're fucked.
Well,
Depends on who.
Well, yeah, if I fall off, we're fucked.
I'm really not liking the distrust you have in me.
It's not you. It's the collective.
What if you went in the front and I went in the back? So that way, if one of the light ones fell off, we would be able to just pull the string taut and catch him.
What if we were in the middle, and that same thing applied?
Either way.
I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. But my reasoning is that if one of us falls off at either end, we're gonna drag the rest of the
That is
people
true.
along with us.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that's just how it plays out in my brain. We're strong lads. We're not gonna fall off.
Yeah, never.
And if the going gets tough, you have that maul. What do you have? That great sword, yeah?
Yeah.
You could jam it into the ground and steal yourself.
I don't want to destroy all of what we're standing on. I don't know my own strength sometimes. I don't want to
I don't
obliterate
either,
the,
and I didn't
the
do
entire
it.
thing.
I didn't break it.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
did
idea.
it earlier. All right. All right. We'll do the end-to-end thing. I'll go in the front. You go in the back.
Yep.
Does this plan work for everyone?
Do you still want me points?
You could sit on my shoulders if you really like.
Well, he could. You could. It could be this. He could be first, and
That's fine.
you could be
That's
second.
fine. Yeah. And you can take one of my swords.
He has a torch.
What torch?
You'd have to relight it.
Yeah.
The torch went out.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I'll take.
That's fine.
just
That's
for a
fine.
bit less.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like it back. For clarity.
I
I'd really like it
would
back.
I would not dream of keeping this.
Right.
I don't know. He's pretty shifty.
What were we just talking about trust with, Charlie? It's fine.
Well, it's one thing to doubt me, but Ulyrus, on the other hand, is...
What have I ever done to cause you doubt?
Oh, you know.
Oh, God.
You know.
Why am I shifty? Like, why do you say that?
No, you know. Let's keep going, you know.
The stars are shooting by. Ulyrus and Charnuk are in this nice conversation. As Zeph leans in to Tullius, I had your back. Nothing's gonna kill you. As he just leans back.
Thanks, Zeph.
Sure is a beautiful night.
Zeph, you're so quiet. I always forget that you're here. I'm so sorry.
As you look, you can hardly see him. It seems like he's almost invisible in this dim light.
Oh, that's why I forget he's here. Right. So sneaky.
All right, let's keep moving. But I would like to talk later about how I'm shifty.
Apparently.
I meant Swifty, no. Not canon.
Okay.
I
Are you
think
sure?
you struck a nerve with Ulyrus.
I guess
I
so.
move forward.
All
Moving
right.
forward.
I am an upright citizen.
There's a glue gun.
Hey, not all
fuck?
rogues are shifty.
Let's just get rid of that.
Guys
quick.
so stereotypical. God.
Alright, so-
Some are rogue.
Racist rogue. Anyway,
Wow,
alright, so Drew goes up
I'm
another
more
15
than my
feet.
class.
Jesus Christ, we're playing a game here. as Ulyrus taps forward, continues checking for traps. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, Zeph is behind.
In the back.
28.
Yeah, you're nothing. Just the clanking, and it's very muffled
Yeah,
though.
sounds
Every
like-
every bit of it seems like this stone is solid, but it's not made of a rock that resonates with the tip of a knife.
Always around.
Once you reach the front, you can start seeing the path goes like falls away,
really
and there's a
do.
sharp incline. You can start seeing there's gaps in between branching pathways forward, where you would need to go to progress forward. And you can see a dim light at the end of this. I mean, it's tough to call this a room at this point, as you guys have traveled so far in of this location. There seems to be some sort of light where the wind is coming from as it hits you one more time. I need everybody to make strength saving throws.
Natural 20
Nice.
for a 28.
Crit success.
7.
7.
Can I do the
I'm just not feeling strong.
can I do the sword thing again?
You had to say before I did it to you.
Okay.
Because you did it preemptively and Ulyrus was warning
It's
you.
fine.
And you were
It's fine.
expecting
19.
it. Okay.
It's a 19.
Yeah, you're fine.
18.
Okay.
Well, this is why we did this.
Oh.
It's a good thing we're all tied together.
Okay. as you guys walk forward. And now, again, I know skill checks don't have crit fails and stuff, but we're fun.
Oh God.
Well, there is a variant rule that you can keep it going.
Yeah, I'll say it's an easy. It's a soft variant rule for that.
It's not fun if you become blind every time you roll that one on a perception check.
Exactly. So I'm not going to go that far with this. But for this, as you guys are walking, one of those shooting stars, as the wind hits, pushes through the rope on both sides.
Are you kidding me?
On Tyrion, and Tyrion's like, no. As he goes to grab that, and just gets pushed off the side. You see him just give me a dex saving throw. Actually, nat one. No, you're going down.
Oh no.
As you see Tyrion like grabs the edges as you guys get so close, and you lie string around like, I think we found the. And July just sees.
Since I crit
Tyrion
success, can I make an attempt to grab him?
Was he right in front of you?
He's in the middle of the lineup, and Orhana's the only thing that would be in front of me. So for me to step over her would not be
Too quick. It's too quick.
All right.
So you'd be like, you are stepping forward to try and grab him as Orhana's on you, and you're like picking her up, like Munchkin style. And you're like, no! And you see him like, oh. And you see Zeph like,
How does this happen?
as he goes in, Tyrion, you feel this strange sensation coming off the side where just like, you know that feeling when you're about to get hit in the face with something and you start to tense up? You feel that as the ground comes far quicker than what you would have expected. And then you hit it and it feels like water when you go through and everything slows. But again, there's not a lot of bubbles. It's different and seems like crystal clear. When you go under the water, you can still see like you were seeing above. And you still see the stars glimmering and you're almost hovering there as you start to pick up speed again and
I'm
start
gonna
to
slap
fall.
my chest and cast another feather ball.
That's good, yeah. Take 8 points of force damage, though, as you go and you start coming down.
I throw a rope.
Your natural, 31 perception in this environment, and then your experience you guys have already had, you can expect him and try and save him coming down this way.
Throw
So,
a rope so that
what are you doing as you see, as Ulyrus points out, Tyrion just fell, and you all turn. You had an 8. So actually, even with the rope getting cut, you had to probably catch and save her with your crit success. I'll say you save her as well. I'll give you that one, because you actually should have plundered again. With an 8. So you're like, oh, you catch her, and then you're like, oh no! He's the next one in front of no! So it cut both theirs, I'll say, like in between you. Just a whole bunch of stars came through.
My unlucky stars.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. All right, so what are you guys doing as you see Tyrion go all over the side, and then
Here we go again. Zeph, could you ready a rope trick for me, please? I'm going to catch Tyrion, and I'd like you to cast a rope trick on my descent. Thank you kindly.
As you're finishing your sentence, it's already done.
And I will try to do what I just did for Ohana for Tyrion. Take 2.
Get down, Mr. President!
Ooh, natural 18.
Natural
So
18, then that's like a 29, I believe.
It is.
So as you come out again, a little bigger this time than Orhana, but as you grab a Tyrion, like the cradle style this time, because he's falling like straight, and you just grab him this way. With the 29, it's a straight jump out, and then he's gonna throw the end of that rope towards you now. So I need you to try and make a dex saving throw, and Tyrion, you can as well, to try and grab the rope that Zeph is throwing to you guys.
And then
Natural
you can,
17.
Indiana Jones swing back.
Ooh.
Oh, this is such a cool picture.
18. The two of you, both as the wire, he threw it well enough that like Tyrion grasped it, and then Tullius underneath, like on the opposite side, holding Tyrion. Both are able to grab the wire, the rope, and you guys, your momentum gets kicked by the rope, and you start doing this turn back, and it's still slower though too, so it's almost like slow motion in the air as you guys are going through and like covering stars. So you're getting this effect of like as they pass, stars go dark and then light again as you're all watching them turn and come to the back of the group, and they both land behind everybody now. Tullius and Tyrion.
That was way cooler than the first thing I did. Way cooler.
That looked very cool.
You guys should try it, honestly. Why are we even on this thing?
Can we get out of this room? I don't like being blown everywhere.
You got him.
Do you want to stand next to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
Zeph
got him.
takes out another thing of rope again. As he starts tying, but the rope that's already established like doesn't get taken off. You just have the new line plus the backup line as he's tying everything up, and he's just like, okay. And he goes back to the back.
Once more with feeling.
I'm gonna be right behind Talius this time.
All right,
that's awesome.
Elyrus leading the group. You
do
can
it.
see the stone steps in front of you. That would be about a 10-foot jump away. On two sides, left and right.
So this portion ends, and then there's a gap and stairs.
There's a gap and then pedestals and just darkness. You can't quite see all that weird stair stuff in the middle there, yeah. Because of the
okay.
vision. So you're to the tip of it, and you can only see just past the first set of pedestals there, or pillars.
Where are the stairs on the portion I'm on?
These are pillars. You
Yep.
can't see past here.
You just mentioned stairs, so I'm curious where they are.
Well, you mentioned stairs first, so...
No,
No, you.
you
swear to God, he did.
stairs.
You did say stairs first, Ryan. It's
Thank you.
yeah.
Oh, it happened again.
I heard stairs.
I think you thought stairs, but okay.
The classic dynamic.
Anyway, you could just go down here. We'll say that these stairs, these lead down. Maybe I said this earlier. These are quote unquote stairs that would lead to
The stairs in
pedestals.
question.
Oh no, the dungeon.
The dungeon.
That's fucking fine. All right.
I don't know. Things are weird here. It's like the
What's going on in here?
There's no echo.
How far away are the pillars?
10 feet from the edge.
Bless you.
Bless
You
you.
could probably get a
Dang.
5-foot running start.
What seems to be the problem?
There is a gap
Oh.
that we would have to jump across.
Oh.
Do we still feel heavy?
Yeah.
Sounds like a job for a rope.
What do you think we should do?
Do you think we could make a zip line?
If we can get the rope across first.
Zeph, can you teleport?
No.
I'm sure we could have someone fire an arrow or something.
That is
To the other
a
side.
much more realistic option.
That is not a good idea, because how is it gonna stabilize on the other side?
I don't know, I'm just throwing shit out there.
What if we have a nimble or athletic type person take a piece of rope, like a free piece of rope, and hop across these gaps and get to the other side, and then the rest of us can use that as like a climbing line to get across.
Yeah.
Who thinks they can make it across with this movement resistance?
I could probably do it.
How far is it? 10
10
feet?
foot.
About
10
10
feet.
feet.
Chana could do it.
I could do that in my sleep.
He could do it in his sleep. Look at the lad. He's robust.
All right, give me the rope.
All right.
I'll give him a piece of rope because we've got multiple ropes.
There's
going
lots of
right
ropes going on.
Oh, there's
right now.
ropes all
Great.
around.
I
Alright.
untie myself from the group first.
I'm so glad you said
All right. Okay.
I like did it as I was getting ready to jump. Oh wait.
Yep.
And
God,
then
that'd be
I
horrible.
run and jump for the pillar on my left.
Okay. So what's your strength?
18
18. So what's your modifier?
plus 4.
So you can jump a total of 14 feet.
Yes.
Minimum.
Minimum
You
running
could
start.
you could do a strength check to see if he could jump further.
Because
If
as
you
you
are.
jump, you feel the force and you're like, whoa! So give me a roll to see if you put enough in it, as you're only getting 7 feet at the moment.
17.
17?
I got strong quads.
Yeah, you grab just the edge though. You just get to the edge as that You should have cleared that easily. You've jumped farther than that in your past and the stupid games you would play with other maze walkers.
You've watched.
Little nerves there as you were pull yourself up, and as you pull yourself up, you feel another gust coming. I need everybody to make strength checks again. And as you're closer, and Ulyrus and all you at the edge here looking on, you can see that light get brighter just before as it gets close, as the wind then follows it.
I splay out flat on the pedestal, grab the edges, and I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a 21.
Nice!
I know.
You're good.
I'm finally not falling.
Tyrion, I'm not there to catch you.
10.
Okay.
I'm behind Tellius.
Ulyrus?
I'm right next to Tellius.
16? You're behind everybody, I think, at this point, too.
No.
Oh, but you're tied to a rope, aren't you, with Tullius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you roll a
Yeah,
10.
he moved. Yeah.
So, Tyrion, you get pushed to the side. I'd say make a dex saving throw with advantage, Tullius, as you feel Tyrion start to go over the edge, but you're not getting pulled. Actually, if you're not getting pulled and he's tethered to you.
Everybody's tethered to him.
Yeah. I would just hang there if he's.
Yeah, so actually you're just hanging off the side, yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm not that big. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna break him.
Yeah, no, you're not going to do that. No, you're good.
Not if Zeph ties it correctly.
If it's a hemp rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just get like pushed off to the side. You're just hanging there like Goofy Goober style at the end of that
Tullius.
SpongeBob movie.
Tellius.
Good move.
I gotcha.
Alright.
Yoink.
Easily.
I'm gonna say, I
Yeah,
don't
you
think I
don't
have to
have to-
roll
you
for
don't.
that.
Really good in some aspects. Not so good at others.
Sharnu, you get up there. You're like a cat with all your hair standing on end.
I'm good.
All right. How are you going to try and tether this to the stonework?
Was there anything around me? It's just a
Just
flat.
a square.
flat
And it's
pedestal.
not flat either. It's like jagged-ish. It looks like it's been eroded away.
Is there a way I could tie it around the pedestal itself?
You could try. It's 5 feet by 5 feet square. So
Oh.
you would have to have enough rope to go all the way around that and tie that over the sides. And then have enough to throw that way. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of your rope. A little bit extra. And then another 5 feet to come back over the top.
Right, but
So that's 25 feet. And, I mean, the rope's probably like 60 feet.
It's
You'd have
50
enough to try and
normally.
throw it back to the group. Or did you guys hold on to it?
Well, we would have held on to the other ends.
Okay.
So if he
So it
missed,
would've, like-
we
Yeah.
could catch him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chernuk, why don't you just try to anchor it yourself?
what are you calling me, fat?
I'm calling you strong.
Oh, he knows how to get around me. I anchor the rope with my sheer force of will,
Yep. You just
my
tie it
muscles.
around yourself.
and I sit
Yeah.
and I grab the edge.
Okay. I never imagined this encounter would cause so many conversations about people's weights.
Yep.
It's very obvious now. It's very obvious. But it's amusing how much this keeps coming up to me. As your DM, I approve of this shenanigans.
This dungeon's great.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so...
Wait, it's a small space over here, Elyrus. I'm not sure how many people can fit.
Maybe can you keep going?
We'll
If-
have to.
Maybe
Like, once one other person gets over there, you'll have to hop to the next one, and we'll have to just do it that way.
Is there
Well-
space enough for 2 people on this pedestal?
Just barely. Because you're a bigger person, Tullius would not fit on here with you.
Could you tie it to the pedestal?
It would
We already
use
talked
most of
about
the
that.
rope.
I couldn't. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at
How
stars.
far away is there anything in front of me?
Perception check.
That
Best DM.
is 14.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
Disadvantage. You don't have any lights with you right now.
11.
11. It's really dark around you, and it's tough to tell right now. With an 11 and this atmosphere with no dark vision, you're lucky you even hit this, actually.
Pretty dark. here.
You need some way of lighting up around you. You can surmise that now as you looked around. You're like, it's night.
Well, nicely enough, I have a torch, so I see everything.
About another 15 feet away from you
Right,
is a pedestal.
15 feet. It gets a little farther, guys. I'm not sure with this weird. I feel a little heavier than normal. I don't know. I could do it.
Make a strength saving throw as the wind picks up again.
We're having a conversation.
Time.
It's an 11.
11. Okay.
Can I make a perception check to see where that light you were talking about?
Sure.
The one that was like...
Opening, yeah, sure.
20, not natural.
You can, because of where you are at the edge right now, you can tell it's coming from like way over here. In relevance to the map, it's at the end,
Could I...
straight ahead of you.
Can I piece together the wind in correlation with...
Yeah, no. I even gave that to you, Lyris. Like, you guys are having a
Okay.
general idea. It's coming from that direction, not necessarily it's being caused by that or anything.
Right. But I mean, like, could I put together timing-wise?
I'd even give you that, too, because it's delayed. Like, you see the light get brighter and close. You're all very focused on this. You're all in this, like, where's it? You're looking. You know it's coming here. And you've experienced this multiple times. Yeah, I'd say you...
Thanks.
You can definitely... Your characters can absolutely surmise that. You first, because you asked.
All right. Cool beans. So...
Oh, wait. You got an 11. What'd you get?
When?
Strength saving throw. And you too. What'd you get?
28.
You're fine.
21.
1?
No, I got a 21.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, that was a while ago that I got that 21.
Yeah, it was
New one.
strength save
New
for
one.
the wind.
New one.
Oh,
Do
I
another
need to re-roll them.
Yes.
19 though. I'm
You're still fine. Everyone's holding tight to one another and making sure no one's going over.
Tyrion.
Yes! Over again. You see, Tullius just like, okay. So,
All right, lad. All right.
as you pick him up again, Goofy
Up
Goober
you
style.
go. Up you go.
Tyrion, every time you're like, I'm ready for this, And as soon as the wind hits you, you're just like, it's so strong! This is ridiculous! Your cloak like blows into your face the first time. The second time you're a little more ready, but then like Orhana just standing there and taking it, her cloak goes up and you're like, what? And it causes you like to lower your barrier for a minute.
Oh, man.
Eulyris, you were high?
9.
9. Eulyris goes over the side as well toward the... Actually, since he's from the front, he doesn't go towards the side. He just goes right back into Tullius. So Tullius is holding one on the rope, another one in his chest.
You're MVP right now, buddy.
Yeah, just making sure we're all getting through safely.
Turn up, give me a dex saving throw as you go over the side.
Oof, with an 11.
With an 11, yeah. It's
Alright.
going up as you get close.
Hey, dex save?
Yep.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Dies.
They have the rope, which
They
I
do.
also have.
You do. You guys feel the rope go taut as Charnook falls down a little bit. Like, you fall about 10 feet down, but this pedestal actually has, like, sections etched off where you can get your fingers in a little bit with your 10 right now, and you're doing the, like, trembling muscles because there's nothing to freaking grab right now. And you're just barely, through your sheer strength, holding on from falling.
Can I pull myself up?
Give me a strength check.
Nice.
Nice.
25.
25.
Nice.
As you go up and you're like, there's nothing to grab. You keep finding that. And you go, you lean down, do a squat, and push yourself up. And against the harder gravity, just barely to the top, grab
Drake
that.
style.
And then put yourself back up again with the rope still around you. And sit back down.
Don't worry, guys, I'm good. I wasn't even worried for a second. It was fantastic. It's really pretty in
Put
here.
your
It's beautiful.
sword in the ground. It works.
But almost falling kind of gave me an idea. How far is the ground?
To you, who knows?
Guys, how far is the ground?
It was pretty quick. How far it would have been?
A few
Roughly,
seconds.
it felt
Only took
like.
you a few seconds to hit the ground.
So it would be.
It was probably only like maybe 10, 20 feet because it was just a couple seconds
I was gonna try and.
before we
use the rope to
hit the
swing to the
bottom
next one.
and then
Hey, does anybody know the spell web?
Not Tyrion.
Airy, I was making the same joke. I just hard cut it to Airy over in the Everwood with his staff. What the fuck was that? She's sitting in his bed.
My spider staff tingling.
Yeah. As he slowly puts it away. Watch me.
And strangely, Mosnell does the same thing.
You see the Satyr King?
He's just watching these on TV. Looks up from his slumber, as you can just see. I like the idea of Airy putting that away, and you're just hearing this slow murmur of people like cleaning up and like carting people around and rebuilding stuff. The tick, 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 tick. Just silent peacefulness. Back to here.
Charnook, do you think you can make the next jump?
I can try.
Give me a strength check.
Hey, Zeph.
Yeah.
Can you make rope?
$23.
Nice.
Strong. Yes, martial classes.
I'm just cheating my way to be
Yeah,
strong.
you are! I don't need a cheetah belt.
I'm still pretty strong.
You're
I
pretty
think my
buff
strength-
before.
I'm pretty sure my strength is like 18 without the belt, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I am.
Yeah.
I can't create rope, but if I can get ahead of you guys, I can harness the rope in another dimension, and that'll be pretty sturdy.
Yeah, that might work.
But could you keep moving it?
It's the towel holder of the gods.
If we
It's
got
the
more
little
rope,
hook.
I can keep casting it.
See, can you have multiple at once?
Oh, wait, how many can we do per day? No, we can't have multiple per once, and I can only do one more actually today,
Okay.
or per shore.
We're gonna have to move
Before we
the
get to
anchor.
Alright, we're gonna have to move.
What level spell is it?
Maybe?
It looks like a second level,
Okay.
and he is an
I
magic
think
user.
Charnook's
Yeah.
doing a good job.
He is doing a good job. I'm just curious.
Oh! As your fingernails like bleeding, as you grab this and you were like slipping and falling, you hit a 23 with that, right?
Yeah.
You just barely were able to make the 15-inch gap because you only get 7
15-inch
feet
gap.
on your jump, and then I'm still like halving the rest of whatever your strength roll is as well. So you're on there. With that though, 10 feet, 5 feet, that's 15 feet. Then 15 feet, 5 feet. So that's 20, 35 feet. The rope is gone 35
That's
feet to
50.
the edge.
Alright, cool. It's a 50-foot rope.
Okay. Just so you keep this in mind.
I think that's a standard.
Yep.
Okay.
What happened to your torch when you were running with all this? Where did you put that? Is it still lit? Well,
Um,
actually, no. The wind would have blew it off when you got knocked,
Yeah.
so it's off right now.
Yeah, I would
You
have
still
dropped
would
it.
have it. Oh, you dropped it? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right. I think unless anyone has any objections, I'll go next to the first.
Yeah.
pillar.
Yeah, go for it.
Now that it's safe,
Yes.
are you?
Thank you, Charnook. You're doing fantastic.
you're damn right I am.
It's very muffled as the distance is. There's no echo in this area, and it sounds like if you were in a soundproof room, talking to one another, and yelling into the walls opposite one another.
That's cool.
So
There's no echo.
yeah,
It's like one of those silence chambers where
Similar.
you can hear your heartbeat.
You
and
just-
can
not
hear-
that much.
Those are creepy.
They are. I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm like, I would never want to.
People
be in
go
that
insane
experience.
if they're in there too long.
That's
They
what
have
I've
time
heard. I've
limits.
heard rumors.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen BuzzFeed articles.
It's creepy.
Yep.
Tellius, hold this under the rope, please.
Alright.
And I will grab it and shimmy, 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 shimmy.
Just give me
How much do you weigh?
athletics.
Like 180.
Wow, he's heavier than
Yeah,
I
this
would
is
expect.
definitely athletics. So
Between the two of us.
all it is just being able to do the basic athletics needed
Zach
to
could-
basically do the
With the help of another person.
monkey bars, but with a rope forward. Most people can do this, so go ahead and roll. Don't get a nat one.
Don't get that one.
What am I rolling for?
Athletics check.
5% chance.
Because this
Okay,
is
not
not
bad.
acrobatics.
Athletics, that's a 11.
Fine. It's sturdied. It's the other end is anchored by
Sturdied.
Charnook. There's no problem with you to get over here and then pull yourself up to the second ledge without trouble.
Fancy seeing you here.
You can't
Hello.
see him. The torch is off and you're far over there.
Oh.
He's on
I have
the
a sword.
yeah. So you bring the torch over there as you light another one. Make sure you're checking off your torches and everything.
He has a sword. He has one.
Oh, you have a sword. Never mind. So yeah, I'm sorry, I misheard you.
Yeah.
So you have the sword, so you're able to see that. You feel another gust of wind pass through. Give me strength checks.
Oh no!
25.
Oh no! Natural 1.
15.
Okay, you're okay.
It's a natural 1 for a
You're
9.
fine.
18
Oh,
for
nine
me.
still doesn't help you. Fine.
I did it. 18.
Yes, you did. You did.
My, how the turns of tables.
So Tyrion, this time, he's just like, ah, gah! Yes! As he shouts that, you hear Charnook, oh shit! As Charnook goes down, I need
Am I holding this rope?
everyone's holding this rope that he's connected to. So as you start, I need Eulyris to make a strength saving throw
Roll high.
to not get
Ooh,
pulled
okay,
over as
okay,
well.
Okay. 19.
Oh,
He's so nice.
so lucky.
Holy crap,
You're
dude!
so lucky.
You're lifting
DC was
quadruple
18.
your weight.
No, he's not lifting that because you go under and hit.
All right.
But the rope crumples down, and just as Eulyris, you're going to be like flung off and pulled down with him. The whole rope's going to go by the side back to the group. You get around the edge as you're pulled to the side and just barely grab onto the edge as you're doing like a like you're in that squat on the side of a ledge where you would for
Yep.
cliff. Yeah, okay, you got it.
He knows. He climbs
Yeah,
rocks.
for rock climbing. Just before you would do that, like up. You go down and you feel water, and then as you come down, the rope's not on you anymore, and you go, and you start falling
Can
down.
I try and grab onto the ledge of the platform that I fell from?
Yes, because it's very close, but you're still gonna take damage the first time.
That's fine.
That is 6 points of force damage.
Oh, you're gonna die to force damage. I'm kidding.
So,
It's got like
all right, give me a dex saving throw.
That's a 9.
You miss it.
You can do it.
I don't know. Oh yeah, you could hear him. You now take 10 points of force damage.
You're doing
Dex saving
great.
throw as you come by again. As you're getting this strange sensation as there's still no temperature with it.
18.
18. As you come through this time. 14 points of force damage. As you hit and then you could tell every time it was getting faster and hurting you more.
That was weird.
You come up without the rope. Eulyris, you're able to pick up the rope, and there's no Charnook on the other end as you hold the light up with the scimitar.
Charnook?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
You feel like
Um,
water should have came out of you too, and it's like it was there, but nothing visible
It's
comes
like
out of
I
you.
got a bug in my mouth or
It's
something.
weird.
Charnook, I'm gonna throw you the end of the rope. You're no longer attached to it.
Huh.
Wait,
I guess
so
you're
where's
right.
Charnook? Where's Charnook?
Oh
now?
yeah, get the characters on the places. You're here.
Right here. I said to my left.
Then we're here. There you go.
I know what I did.
Push everybody up and put them like almost in the same place. You can, yeah, you can push them on the sides of you guys. Yeah, exactly. As you guys are traversing this room.
Is the ghost stronger in the middle and weaker on the sides, or is it
Same.
it's the same?
And what you've noticed is this gust is stronger the closer you get.
Guys, the wind really picks up over here.
Use your sword!
Like I have a hand free to, like try and grab something. I don't know.
Charnook, you You don't have a torch, right? Lit right now?
Not right now.
All right, so you're still pretty much in dark.
I light a torch.
There you go. Give me a perception check.
Watch for the light thingy.
13.
13. You can now see in the middle of this, like, it looks like this black liquid, this thin glass. Oh, Stranger Things a little bit. Think a little bit like that, but not quite that whacked out world. But you start to see stairs and architecture in the middle of this area, and above it, you can see this beautiful, like, rock in the middle, and you start to see the shooting stars hitting it, and rocks pushing out into space as they hit it and make a little impact and push into space. And it's just this planet slowly rotating.
Wow. That's really nice.
Far above the stairs, though. It's not like it's blocking the stairs if you were to try and get there. It's below you at an angle, so diagonally by about 20 feet.
I'm not very good at math.
Yeah.
So if I were to try and jump there, would the rope reach from where Eularis is?
Oh, that would be tough for Charnook to tell. You do know jumping down to stuff a lot easier than jumping up.
It's true.
But the rope, oof, that's a tough call.
Eularis,
Yes.
hold on to the rope. I'm gonna drop it. I don't want to take you with me if I fall.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this jump might be easier, I think. I'm going down instead of up.
All right. Well, if you fall, just yell really loud so we know.
I will do that. I will drop the rope, and then I'll make the jump.
Okay.
I will try to make the jump.
Make a strength check. As you drop the rope, it just lays there. No tension on it right now. It's not falling off. That's nice news on it.
That's good. 27.
Yeah, you actually are you jump the gap. And even though with the calculation of it's easy to jump down, but I'm a lot heavier and the ground comes a lot quicker, you still are able to hit the stairway here as you
I land like an Avenger.
you do and
Put
take
a crater in the ground.
5 points. Wow, that was a bad luck one of falling damage as you hit into this ground.
Before I made these checks.
And as you look up, you can see pillars now around you. Each of these pillars has this bright white light in this area illuminating all the stairs in front of you. It's glowing, and you can see the moon, the crescent moon, above and slowly rotating. You can see a sun slowly rotating. You see, Charlie would see these, an eclipse slowly rotating. And the last one, a star slowly rotating. All on top of these much bigger and detailed pillars. And because of the lighting here, but your distance, you can tell there's little details inscribed all around these pillars.
This is so pretty.
And it's very similar to the walls in the back room, but it's all like hand painted.
Wow. Whoever made this really did a good job. So, would you say that
That's fine.
making that jump, that I would have had the wherewithal to hold on to my torch?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It probably would do one of those. Let me roll to see if torch goes out.
It's fine, I have a tinderbox.
Yeah, it does.
I relight it. Eularis,
Yes.
can you see me?
Can I see him?
No.
No, I cannot see you.
Yeah, he's about 35, 40 feet away from you right now, from your location. And then there's probably a hypotenuse in there, so it's longer than that if you go diagonally. I'm not doing the trick of what the pillar is that he's standing on.
No, that's fine. We just need to figure out a way to get the rope from over there to over here. So if anyone has any bright ideas, I'm all ears.
I don't think I can do that.
How tall are these pillars?
Which ones?
So he's here now.
The ones you're on?
The one I'm writing, yeah, the one I'm on, and the
Tough
one
to
in
tell
front
right
of me.
now.
Can I try to figure that out?
You can look over the side and give me a perception check as you take the sword.
The second I feel the wind start to pick up again, I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking hate wind!
Not this again! And I'm going to take my sword and bury it into the ground.
Use your sword!
29.
What'd you get, Eliris?
29.
29. With that light, you're able to catch it just right at 29 to see your own reflection, just barely in it. On the ground there, probably about 20 feet down.
It would be hard to
And the
see.
pillar goes all the way.
Pillar goes past
No, I
that,
know. That's
but like
fine.
20
Okay.
feet
It's
down
around.
So,
into whatever
How far?
that is down there.
so if I jump towards the pillar in front of me and I don't reach,
The jump from
can I
from
slam
there to there was
a
15.
knife
Okay.
Into a pillar.
into the pillar?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
So I'm gonna take the rope. I'm gonna tie it around myself.
Use the cheap one.
Yep.
I'm jumping for the next pillar.
Uh,
I'm gonna take 2 knives out.
Okay.
Actually, I'll take a knife out and then Tellius' sword for light,
Yeah.
and I will.
don't break it.
I mean, and I will.
It's
run
good.
That
after-
wasn't reassuring.
Alright.
There are so many like disadvantage, nope, advantage, like going back and forth in my head right now. Okay.
So I will jump and assume, like, I'm assuming I'm not gonna reach, and just try to slam both of them into
Give me
the
a strength check, normal.
pillar. Okay.
Scimitars are finesse light weapons. In case you were curious about
He
if
is
you could
proficient.
with those.
I am
He is. He's a rogue.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Um,
make sure you knew.
9 for strength.
that. Everyone should be. Able
And
to
your
use
normal,
those.
your normal jump, it's 10 halved, right? Running distance plus your modifier, and you have a 0 strength modifier.
My strength modifier is 2.
2. Okay, so then that would be 12, 6 feet, and you rolled a 9, so that's 4 feet. So it's 10 feet. You're 5 feet short of even the top of the next pillar. So just before you hit the water, I'd say, you give me an attack roll to see if it sticks.
Oh boy. What's the modifier?
Just whatever your dagger is.
Oh, that's a 20.
Damn. Just before your feet are just hovering before that ground, and you have that feeling of falling, just not going away at the top of your head, like at any moment you're gonna go into one of those dunk tanks.
That was close. I'm all right. I'm gonna try to.
This, well, that's gonna be tough for a guy like Eliris and Skimtars, but you are used to dungeon delving, so you have
I'm
one
not as
hand
weak
using
as you
a
guys
light.
think.
Yeah,
he's decently strong with the 15.
all right.
I have a 15 strength.
Do you have any more
the
knives?
Yeah,
Do you have any
right?
more
I was
knives or
surprised.
anything?
I have 2 knives.
So you're gonna. How will you fashion the skimtar? Because you can't be digging that into rock.
Yeah, it's a curved blade. There's
you're
no
gonna
way.
keep it
I will have it in my mouth like a pirate.
Okay, that's fine.
That's so
Ah,
cool.
ah.
Give me an athletics check because this is very athletic for you to be rock climbing with knives.
Since he's
Not bad.
using-
14.
14
Mm-hmm.
takes you some time, but you start going up the side of the wall.
You can do
Okay.
it.
I'm almost there.
Yes, that's actually true. As he mumbles that to himself,
Oh, right.
his sword is full in his mouth. This brings back fond memories of many of your dungeon delves and
Oh, yes.
situations where this has
I'm
come
sure.
up, and it feels like
sense why he would be so
old
strong.
times as you
He's
are able
basically
to get to the top
Nathan
of it.
Drake. It's literally what the character is.
Indiana Jones, Sherlock Holmes, Nathan Drake, roll him up.
Yep.
Yep.
Smoke
So as he-
Basically,
You push
he's
up.
not that weak.
You push up to the
He's
top.
adventuring.
You push
need
up
to
to
get
the
him a whip
top.
and a
You
gun.
feel super proud of yourself right now as you've made it over there with the rope. You now have your rope, and you can tell that Charnukes did actually fall off the side on the last wind. Or after he jumped, it just sort of stood there, and then when you jumped, it just.
I believe
Came
it's the
right
same rope.
Yeah, but you had it
was
ahead of him. So there was nothing anchoring
Yeah.
it on the pillar ahead.
Yeah, so I can pull it out.
Yeah, that's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Yeah, there's
All
nothing
right.
wrong.
I thought
I'm
you
just
meant
saying.
that it was like gone.
No.
No. I'm just saying
Okay.
it wouldn't just be hanging out there
yeah, I
because
gotcha.
that doesn't make any sense.
I made it. Can I see Charnook?
Yes, in this area with the sword, and you can start seeing now the 4 pillars with sun, moon, eclipse, and star. You can see Charnook down there, sword ready, just waiting for wind right
Sword
now.
in one hand, torch in the other. Twitchy.
Okay. Someone can jump to the first pillar now.
Okay.
Can we even,
Ulyrus, just
can
shoot.
we even hear that?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Shoot it down to me.
But you feel the rope get taut. So
Don't hit me, please.
I can see him.
You can.
Shoot,
Okay.
shoot it into the ground. I'll grab it and fasten it to myself, and the group can climb down.
I'll throw the rope down to him.
Okay.
Tyrion.
Shoot it, you dummy!
Oh, how far is it?
20 feet down.
But down. So
No,
does it look
diagonal.
like I can
It's not
toss it
like
to him?
drop it down. It's like you got to throw it that way.
I know.
And you're toward the end of the rope, so it's not going to be able to just catch onto him. Like, he's got to make a catch. Just a rope coming, trying to hit him diagonal when it's almost completely taut at this point.
Well, I'll hold on to part of it so it doesn't fall, and then I'll throw the slack.
Okay. Give me a dex saving throw. See if you can catch it.
Tyrion.
Give me a strength check. Just a strength check.
Yeah.
5.
5.
I rolled double
7.
4s.
It doesn't even make it halfway, and you're like, I missed it. I should go to lean forward, and you almost go in the water. You're like, no, I don't know.
Oh, wait. So you and me.
Both
know.
you are completely unsure who missed it that time.
Could you, I mean, the rope's a bit tight here. I don't see them.
Everybody make a con save, or strength save now. Took you too long enough.
A rage.
Yeah. Sword in the ground, raging.
It's got like the shark teeth going on, so I'd have to like slam it into the ground.
All right.
Like a serrated
And you
knife.
hear as you hit the side of it with your sword.
This is so weird.
I got a 15.
You're fine.
Natural 20 for a 30.
You're fine. Good
19.
Success. Fine.
16.
Fine.
9.
Once again, Asolius just turns to look and he grabs your rope. You like get picked away, but he just holds the rope. So instead of going off the edge, you just get lifted off the ground as Asolius is holding you. Mario Party 4 style during the ice climber. There's an ice mini game
Yep.
where one guy just holds and the other one's like, ah! That's 100% what's happening right now. And then as the wind stops, you're just returned to your feet like normal.
That's amazing.
You wanted to talk about something.
I did, sorry. I don't see them. The rope is taut. Do you have any way of communicating with them? Someone over there?
I
Preferably
point my
Ulyrus.
finger and I cast message.
Do you have to see them?
Try and reach.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, like towards the direction where the rope is going,
Okay.
because it's taut.
Sure.
120 feet. And I say, hello, is everything okay?
Ulyrus hears
Do you
it.
have...
You point Ulyrus' direction and he hears it.
Fine, I've made it to the second pillar. Tarnuk made it to some sort of landing. If you can tie a second rope to this one to have more slack.
Do we have a second rope over here?
Yeah, you guys are wearing it in pieces.
Everybody's
You've
got
lost
ropes.
about 15 feet of it, but you
I-
still have.
I
pieces
have
of
a rope.
Okay.
We're adventurers. We have ropes for days.
Tie it to the end because they're not quite there yet. They need a little bit more. They need a little bit more length.
Okay. Zeph, would you like to do the honors?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
He ties the best knot you've ever seen.
yeah.
Jeez. You're like, his hands move so quick, and you see like 14 knots. You're like, what? But then it's just one knot. You're like, whoa. And it's just like, it won't break.
No check required.
You guys now have an extra 30 foot rope slack as you start pulling it. Unless you use the new rope.
Yeah, new rope.
Oh, then you have like,
Yeah, I took out a
you
new
have
rope.
50 feet.
Yeah, so I'll pull some extra slack once I feel there's slack.
Yep.
And could
Pull it
you...
out.
Go ahead, Ulyrus, finish.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And then once I had a decent amount of slack, I was going to say, Charnook, I have more slack this time.
Oh,
And I'll do
good.
the same thing.
Okay, make
Oh,
a dex
good.
saving throw.
Zeph, could you tie this to me?
That's better. That's a 19.
Easily, like the whole thing goes around you. There's so much slack.
Wow, there's a lot
You
of
hardly,
rope
you didn't
here.
even have to catch it, really. But you did. Fine.
Sweet.
So you have tons of rope.
Anything I can tie it off to?
Yeah, there's actually little pillars where, like, the stairs go down. There's almost like docks. You know what you would see? Those wooden posts, but they're marble and they're tiny.
How sturdy do they look?
You can check. I mean, it's like going down into that water. So you're going down.
Oh, no, no,
You're like
no, no.
walking down.
No, no.
And then the water's like here to the stairs, and then the pole's here. So it's like
How far up does it go?
only about like 2 feet from the ground there. You could bring it down there, and you could check to see.
Push it with my foot. Does it move?
Not a bit.
Okay.
Like you did one of those like you expecting a lot of slack, and you're like mountain. Like force of earth right there.
But I could tie it around without worrying about it slipping up, right?
Oh, there's enough space. Probably.
I would want to loop it around both if I could. Create
You
a
have enough room.
secure.
You would still probably, and Charnook would be aware enough as he's doing all this that you might want to just hold it.
Oh yeah.
As this
My
is
plan
happening.
is to use this to make it easier for me to hold it if it does. If
Like
somebody
slip up.
does
You're
fall.
basically gonna have to prevent it from slipping up.
Like, have you ever done like a high ropes type deal where they have the rope fixed through like a log that's fastened in the ground and they just hold it from the log? So that
Yep.
way if somebody falls, it's
Yep.
very easy to hold it.
You can get something very similar to that.
Right.
He's belaying.
I'm belaying.
Cool.
Basically, yeah.
That's basically what that is.
All right. So
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Charnook is belaying right now.
Nice.
Right, I got it pretty good down here, Elyris. If you get
All
over
right.
here, we'll
I'll make sure the rope is taut,
Yep.
and then I will go down the rope to the landing.
All right. Everybody make athletic checks just to see if the group can get there. As everybody starts pulling one by one, not you.
that was for
You're just strength.
That was for your Orhana.
Oh, okay, sure.
I'll go last.
Okay.
Okay.
As Tullius is just like shoving the light paperweights
Yep.
forward.
Orhana got a
Go
10.
on.
Okay.
Just don't let go of the rope. If you fuck up. you
These are
won't
dice
die.
that always roll nat ones, and I'm doing stuff for Zeph, and they're just killing it with high numbers.
It's Zeph. I mean, what do you want? It's Zeph, dude.
Are you trying to kill Zeph?
No, but like I'm annoyed that these, when I go to fight you guys, are just like 4, 3, 6, 5, 8, 1, 2, 5, 17, 2.
17. The 117.
Like, Jesus.
I've heard that the swirly ones are more weighted because there's like multiple materials in them, whereas ones that are a solid color are more even throughout.
This is panic mode.
Fuck. You could use this
That
big one.
thing?
This could just be hearsay.
Dude, every time I walk by the table, I roll that. Every time. And I've been rolling higher than 15
Every time.
almost every
Yeah,
time.
that one's really good.
I've been rolling the crap out of that one.
This one works.
That's
Do you
the
want it?
extra large dice.
All right.
That's the. I was rolling pretty good with it.
What'd you
It
get?
works.
You got a 10. What'd you get, Tyrion?
Natural 20.
Oh.
The Matthew Mercer dice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Elyris?
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
Dies. Oh, I didn't roll, sorry.
We have a very secure system.
24.
Okay.
I rolled.
Wait,
a 2.
athletics?
Yes.
Oh, 26.
Cool. As you're going down, a rookie mistake, but in your excitement, you start to get rugburn because you're just holding it normally and you're sliding down.
it's the
And you're like,
worst.
ah, huh! As you let go, you go, and you start falling.
Oh, shit.
Can I?
I need
am
you to make a
close
dex
enough to
saving
catch
throw.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of force damage as you experience the water, and there's a bit of you like, this is amazing, I'm writing this down. And then you come through as you can see the rope fixed as you're coming back down. You can try and grab the rope again.
Was that dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
19.
Easily you land on the rope. You're able to catch it. And
Oh.
A little bit of...
Okay.
Over.
I'm gonna take out some like cloth and like. Whew.
yep. So sheathing his daggers, putting back in his mouth again. It goes down. You see this light. It's blue, right? Blue white. I forgot. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Oh, I didn't think Tellius was coming.
Yeah. So you see his sword, that little glow coming, and then you see Elyrus come off the rope, standing near you.
Oh man,
That's a little disappointing.
Charnook, excellent work. I pat him on the shoulder.
Oh, why? Thank you. good sir.
Excellent.
Don't you have like a crossbow?
Yeah.
Couldn't you have just shot the rope over here?
I don't know if a bolt is heavy enough to do that.
Well, we did it one way or the other.
Orhana's
And also, the rope might get in the way of the mechanics of like a bow. There's not much going on, but with a crossbow, there's a lot of
You're
mechanical
right.
parts.
Yeah.
Orhana like falls a little bit, and Tyrion just puts her back up on the rope. There's a couple times where she's like, "Oh, my forearms are giving out!" And he just like
The forearms, which are normally massive, pulling bows that
Yeah.
are 4 times their size.
yes, indeed,
Man.
exhausted in this strange condition
All
after
that
getting
death.
all that falling and dying.
That's fair.
Oh, she should have took penalties. That's right.
Yeah, so
for
would've-
dying.
How long has it been since she died? How many days?
Hours.
Hours, bro.
I guess one night's rest.
So
Yeah,
it
one
would
night,
be
one
a
day.
-2, right?
Okay, so yeah, she
So it'd
she
be-
does have a -2.
So that would have
Is
been
it-
a 9 then.
It's fine.
Is it -2? Does it?
It,
What
it
does
starts
it start
at 3,
at?
I thought.
I
It
don't
Does it start at
depends.
3 or
It
4?
depends on the spell. I believe. I'm not sure if it's consistent with whenever you are resurrected.
No, okay.
She got wished back. She's fine.
She did get wished back, so
did.
it might be different.
That's true. Maybe wish completely negates
It's
that.
fucking
But still,
special.
she was
I
dead.
don't know.
I don't know. It's whatever
For
you want it
your
to be.
DM saying, just for simplicity right now, because I don't want to retcon anything, this wish, and maybe in the future it's different, this wish she didn't have any strength effects.
Okay.
That's really great. Cool.
I don't think we need that in our lives.
No, we
right
don't.
now.
That's too
Okay.
much. That's too much.
The entire group gets there just fine.
Wait, but I'm on the end. How am I gonna get down?
Oh, everybody but Tullius. I was
Yeah.
getting to that. I was getting to that.
I was like, whoa.
Everybody's gotten there. Now Tullius is just on the opposite end. Well, actually, before Zeph leaves, he looks at you. Since we know where they are, can you dimension door? I mean, can you dimension door if I show you where they are?
Yeah.
He takes one of his arrows, lights it on fire, takes it back, and he goes, Charnook! Scream as loud as you can!
Can I hear him?
No. Charnook! As he's holding this.
Zeph, could you just anchor this?
You know what? Better. As he opens the portal, and he does the anchor there with the rope.
Yep.
Rope trick.
Yep.
All
Little
right.
rope trick action. You see him tie it to a dimension, to a portal. There we go.
What do you
It's not,
feel?
it's not literally that.
What do you feel when you stick your hand in there?
Cool. Anyway,
You
All
almost
right.
fell.
so now
Oh, snap.
you guys take off. Well, at least he
Thanks for
does. He's like,
rolling
I'll see you there.
I'll just wait a little bit, just to make sure, because I'm heavy.
Okay. He goes across the next
Yeah,
one.
I don't want to.
He also is not going to let you out of his sight too far either.
Okay.
So he's just looking at the next pedestal. He's like, it's all good.
All right.
All right, give me an athletics check.
15.
No, you're fine. With all the circumstances, you're all able to get to the middle pedestal now. Able to see these above you, and as you all get there, give me a strength saving throw, because the wind hits you
I
and it
will
looks even wider as it's going
Rage again.
All right.
21.
You're fine.
I
Strength
need to
save.
make one too.
This
Yes,
is
please.
the best thing ever.
15.
Yep, yep.
18.
That's kind of
Yep.
awesome though.
Yeah.
When I'm raging, my
17.
strength is plus 10.
Nice. 15.
Yep. Oh, 15. Elyrus is the one pushed back. At this point, it's so strong.
15. Oh no.
You get you're getting pushed all the way back, but the group as a whole, with their high rolls, I'm saying are able to and prepared for this, to be like, no, Elyrus. And as you start to tip back, they grab you and prevent you from falling into the waters. As you guys start taking the
Oh,
ropes and pulling them all back.
You... Okay. Let's avoid that.
As you move forward slowly and approach this wall, you can see as you have the swords and scimitars up lighting it, orbs, circles colored on the wall, and you can see these like think again like Chinese in this respect, where they would draw like the Chinese dragon and that type of stuff, that artwork where it's all that really
Like
serpentine
swirly.
and misty and swirls. You see just it's like a like clouds, basically, just all sorts of colors. It's not really humanoid in any sense, but there's these creatures and shapes surrounding a red, blue, brown, and white orbs on this wall. As you approach it, you can see a lever very similar to the levers you guys have been pulling prior, right in front of the door, on the ground actually this time, not up on the wall.
Huh, that's weird. We didn't see the shop guy this time. It's a little bit of a bummer.
Zeph, could you get us the rest of our rope?
Can he?
I mean,
If he just undoes the spell, it'll just fall, right?
Oh yeah, no, he already did that, and you guys were
Okay.
already pulling up all
I
the rope.
just wanted
Yeah,
to make sure we
yep.
got it. I don't want to leave the rope behind.
You got it.
no
Thank
rope
you.
left behind.
Yeah.
All right, you guys pull the lever.
I pull the lever.
Check him. Oh, okay.
Turner pulls the lever. You guys move on through.
Easy!
Hey!
Wait. Oh, we're good. We're good.
As all of you come into this next room, you can see another door and another lever in front of you in this relatively empty room. Some more paintings and markings on
Search for
here.
cogs.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Cogs.
Like for the
For the guy.
the guy. The
Inside this room, give me an investigation check.
the vendor guy.
Ulyrus, with your
Oh.
passive perception, you start looking around the walls and are instantly captivated as you can see a fully skinned, what you would surmise as the Allfather, creating giants on the
What the
wall.
shit?
And you can see as the giants are created
Wait.
on the paintings, you can then see
Okay.
humans and elves, and then you see working down to the dwarves, and you can see the history that was told to you by that individual and
Yes.
the monastery starting to
Yeah.
click as you see on one side of the wall. On the other, you see artwork you were familiar with because in Skolberheim there was a sanctuary there, Kratula, walking through deserts as forests erupt behind her on the other side of the wall. And this entire area seems to be chronicling this creation.
Copying it all down.
Ah! Ulyrus,
Jesus.
he copies it down. What's your investigation check?
9. Sorry.
9. You're looking around, and because it's pretty open, you're not really seeing anything until you trip over a little. It's not embossed. What is it when it's raised?
It's raised.
on a flat surface, and then you would like engrave something on the top of it. That is called.
Embroidery?
Might be embossed. Oh come on! I was an engineer at one point.
You made stuff.
You trip over the cog. I can't. It's when it's just raised a little bit.
Embedded.
No, it's embedded would mean it's down
I know,
inside
but-
it. When it's, I can't remember it. Might be embossed, but I don't think it is. Anywho, yep, and you see it.
Cool.
Yep.
Is there like a lever or something?
Remember before you had to like crank the gear.
Oh, I'm cranking it. Yes! yes!
Alright, let me pause this music.
I love this vendor. I don't even care if I can't afford anything. I just want to see the guy again.
Oh, it might be a different guy.
Too rich for my taste.
Yeah, way too rich for my tastes, but maybe we'll murder him and take this.
I'm willing to help people buy stuff.
But he's been so good to us.
Yeah.
Depends on what it is.
Depends on if it's the legendary shop or not.
Jesus
I will
Christ.
abandon my alignment.
Oh my
You're a
god.
paladin.
I don't care anymore.
Alright.
I'm taking it all back.
As you guys come back, you
Warlock.
see shop pop up, and you see the Clockwork Vendor. Hello and welcome to our wondrous shop of wonders. Name in progress. Take a spin. staffs. Uncommon.
Ooh.
Look at the vast array of staffs we have! Voila! As the thing turns over, there's a ton of staffs missing. And there's only 2 showing back there.
Show us what they do.
All right.
What is? I see staffs and I start running over. My time to shine.
All right, give me a moment.
I see Tyrion running and I start running faster.
I don't think I have any interest in this, but this is really cool.
What's his name?
Where are you?
I don't know.
Did they ask his
Shopkeeper. Shopkeeper McGee.
They call me shopkeeper, because I sell the stuff at my shop. Name in progress.
See, I told you his name was Shopkeeper.
I guess you were right. I must have not been paying attention when we asked before.
I'm clairvoyant.
Are those
Were you born with
pastries
those
that
powers, or did you
topped with
acquire?
chocolate and filled with cream?
Bite me.
Oh no, we're at that point in our relationship.
We've been through a lot,
We've
Charlie.
been through a lot. I don't know if we'll ever be through enough if we get to that
I'm
point.
offended.
Oh no.
Are you saying I'm fat?
I'm saying I'm not sure I'd like the taste.
Here it is again.
I think that's exactly what he's
A
saying.
little too lean for my taste.
Oh! I'm 400 pounds of purebred,
I said lean.
thing.
Purebred something.
Purebred something. I'm not sure what.
Yes.
I prefer to have more protein in my diet. You know, bread's just a bunch of carbs.
So shopkeep.
This is the staff of the Adder. You can use this to make it turn into things. Watch as he smacks the staff on the ground. You hear this as it turns, and you see this snake come up on it. It can do stuff like hit enemies from far away and do poisonous damage to them. It's very good for all your poisonous needs and to keep those pesky fighters or people stealing your spells away. You're sort of like a fighter now, but you're not because you're a puny wizard who uses staffs. Puts it back.
I know someone like that.
You hear a click click. This one, the Sky Blinder staff.
Ooh.
Somebody flying above you? Blind them! you see this button hit, and you see Orhana go like, whoo! You go off the ground for a little bit. You see him, ah! You see Orhana, gah! Get blinded. Gah! She's seen stars for a little bit. Works every time. She couldn't do nothing for you for an entire 6 seconds. Puts it back.
Well, you alright?
What the heck?
What's the prices like?
The Sky Blinder staff, 3,000 teeth. The staff of the Adder, 750 teeth.
Is this worth killing him over?
No.
Alright.
Maybe another day.
Thievery will not be tolerated.
Alright, yeah. I'm all with you, man.
Yeah. Stealing is bad.
We reserve the right to revoke access to anybody who intimidates the shopkeep.
Wait, is there only one of you?
Yes.
Okay. So you're like traveling from room to room.
You see, like, there's a computation issue as this conversation's going right now. Insufficient data.
Network
So
connectivity
the staff of the
issues.
adder morphs into other items.
Morphs into a snake, for
How
sure.
does that work? Definitely a snake. A snake.
Only a snake. It was blessed by the people who love snakes. Some call them Yanti. I call them idiots.
Very wise of you, sir.
It's a little. They're both a little pricey. The options are limited here. I think we should move on to the next one.
All right.
Whatever you say.
Thank you for your company, no matter how useless it was. I don't have feelings. He goes away.
Oh, that was so fun.
You know, it just does lift the spirit to see another being existing in this cavernous cavern.
Tim Tom! They're in the next room! I mean, I'm sort of proud. I'm taken back. But there's no way these genius assassins sent from my shit brother are gonna get any closer to us, Tim Tom. That's right. Tired myself out there for a moment. All right, Tim Tom. The next room, for sure. They have no chance, because I'm gonna get involved. Stay here, Tim Tom, and we'll see what they can do. You hear it like trail off.
Well, that's interesting.
Sounds like we're gonna make a new friend.
So,
Yes.
has anyone ever... Wait, we all saw it. We all saw the beholder, right? We saw how big it was.
You saw how big it was. You didn't get details so much because it went immediately when
And
the
it was also
firebolt went
gross.
off. What's that?
It was also gross.
It had a gross jacket on it, sure, shawl. Yes.
So, you
I don't
guys...
think anybody has seen a beholder besides
Not
The plushies.
the plushies. I was running into that. You've seen plushies and
We've seen-
whatever
we've
people.
seen a gazer.
Yes, you've seen a gazer and what Xanathar's been described.
You guys think we can take him?
I don't think taking is a good idea.
Maybe
we should
talk to him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Diplomacy may be the only option.
Because I doubt I would be fairly knowledgeable in a beholder's abilities because like
Yeah,
I had
you were there for like 2.5 years. You would have been like, I should know about this.
I was there. I thought I was there for longer.
Was it 5 years? Could have been.
I've been in Waterdeep for 4 years.
Okay, there it is.
From the start of the campaign.
Yes, yes.
I'll let you do the talking. I'll just be here.
That's a smart plan.
Yeah. I'll give you some inspiration before we and talk to our new friend here.
What do you do to give him inspiration?
I'm not gonna do it yet.
Okay.
Can we take a quick rest? I'm feeling a bit winded after all that wind.
He said winded. Get it? Because of the okay.
Oh, I see.
You lose inspiration.
Um,
Negative 10.
Negative
Negative
10.
10. Negative D. You must roll on whatever you do next.
We should probably bunk down for like an hour and catch our breath before we go talk to a beholder because if it does turn bad,
Yeah, I
They
want to be
are,
able to punch its face.
they
Really good.
are very difficult.
This one seems very charming.
It seems like a
I
misunderstanding.
would agree. But
I
let's-
think it would
let's-
be
Let's
a
anticipate the worst and hope for the bad.
Okay, but let's not go in looking for any trouble.
We are
That
looking to
sounds
talk
like a
first.
good plan.
All right, so you guys take a short rest.
Yeah, hour
We're just
break.
gonna
We'll take a
bunker down.
long rest.
As you take a short rest, and you start chilling, Tellius, you hear
Ah, shit.
2 voices.
Oh no!
The new voice,
The new voice.
the one from before. That
Yeah,
okay.
the earlier room.
Yep.
Okay.
Tellius,
Hey.
you walk a path none can follow. Your memories are not your own, and yet you serve a voice that only demands obedience. There is a straighter path, one that will make you strong, one that will give you purpose. A time to decide will come. Do not be a pawn of the riddles.
What? What?
Your arm's still partially frozen, remember?
Right. No, I know that.
Alright,
Can
yeah.
I respond to this thing?
You can do whatever you want, my guy.
Oh, cool.
Plus your con.
Weird. The riddles were the only thing that gave me purpose beforehand, until literally I heard your voice. Strange.
Everybody hears until he's talking to himself. A little bit
You're right over
mumbling.
What?
there. You alright?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Beholder stuff. Fucking weird.
Yes. How's your arm?
Frozen?
Mind if I take another look at it now that we have, some time to
Sure.
chill?
Sure.
Chill. Cold.
Yes.
I see.
I get
Is
it.
How far does the ice go? Like from his shoulder to the tips of his fingers, or just the arm?
His fingers are free. It goes right down to the
wrist.
The wrist. Thank you. And then
Okay.
there's all sorts of pulsating, bruising. It looks like, and you can see purple like pulses of light travel up it every now and then, and you can see this ice frozen all around it. And there's kind of like a blue tint to the ice.
Okay. Do you mind? And I'm going to look like I'm going to, touch the arm.
Does it usually hurt when someone touches it?
No, there's no feeling. It's numb. It's ice.
Touch it. It's numb, really.
And, I'm gonna go for it and
Yeah.
see if the heat from my hands will melt the ice.
Nope. You start to feel your like starting to get the burn. What is it called? When you
Frostbite.
Frostbite. You start to get frostbite. It went holding it on just for a little bit. You know what frostbite feels like, and you know it's coming on in about 10 seconds.
Oh, I let go. That is
And it just stays
Very-
cold on your hands as you're holding it out. It's like you
Very
just
cold.
ripped dry ice.
It's pretty righteous, yeah.
Do you feel that?
Nope.
Not painful
Just
whatsoever.
just numb. Nothing really. It's just there. I forget it's there half the time. Which I like rub against him a little bit with it.
It's freezing.
Yeah, I know.
It is worse than like that person that's just like, hey, look how cold my hands are. Ah! Way worse. Way worse than that.
You're hilarious.
I poke his arm. Does that feel normal?
Which one?
The icy one.
Does it feel normal?
Like, does it feel like there's resistance, or does it feel like I'm
Can I feel
poking
him
his
touching
arm?
it?
You feel the force of your arm being pushed over, but you don't feel like it's not like skin. You don't feel any sensation.
It's like the nerve
ice.
endings aren't working.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
no nerves connected to the ice. That's for sure.
It's numb.
Yeah, it's no. I don't feel that. So like, if you touch this arm, like if I just do this, like I can feel this. I can feel myself doing this. But like if I do that, doesn't. It just there's nothing there.
It's not cold when you touch it.
Oh, it's just. It's just there.
Well, I think we
Pretty
should
weird.
keep an eye on it and maybe think of, I don't know, maybe trying to get rid of the ice somehow.
Yeah, I'll go stick my arm in the fire or something. We'll see.
Well,
if
I
that
was
works.
thinking maybe if we wanted to do something with that, but that could be dangerous.
Where are they, Tim Tom? It's been like an hour.
Oh, has it been an hour already? I think
Has it really?
Do we get a short rest?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Let me stop the recording and start again. All right. You guys going to the next
You
room?
all ready to go?
Hold on.
37.
No.
There you go.
Inception.
Knock anything off.
I don't think that's how that's supposed to work.
Well, yeah, I didn't have anybody to wait it with me either, so that's one thing. And then another thing is, like, I'm not sure, they want you to mount to the wall, and then otherwise it might fall forward. I'm like, I don't know about that. But the price was exceptional.
Zach's good at moving furniture.
Oh, really? I suck.
I'm really good at
is
voluntelling
furniture.
Zach.
My grandma, like every other time we would go over to visit her, would
Yeah.
want us to rearrange furniture. And she has so much furniture, and it's old furniture, so it's very solid. And I learned very quickly that my elder relatives, like my uncles and whatnot, instead of just doing it and moving it, they would talk about how to do it for like half an hour.
Awful.
You could have done it 5 times over by the time they had it done. It's just the worst. Me and Fred, we just grab it, twist it, pull it,
Flick it.
As you guys open into this room, the door's open, you walk in, you find it way tighter than the previous rooms. As the door closes behind you, you all, like, you can't even go forward either. You feel like this sensation that all of you flank out to the sides because the walls are so tight. Like, for your group to go person by person, you have to be touching the walls. You're so close. And as soon as you get in here, the room itself is only like 60 feet across, less than that, maybe 30 feet. It's tough to tell because of the lighting right now. And then also you see this big yellow eye gaze out from a fixed position up top. And you're all caught in this gaze right now.
Natural 20. I don't care what it is, but it's a natural 20.
Behold! You're now trapped in my gaze! Your magic is useless! With no way out! Hit the spotlights! You see these spotlights come down. Like, think Ancient Evil. Hit your mark spotlights come down with these reds and greens and blues and yellows on each of your places where you guys are right now. My clockwork guards will surely finish you this time. They're listening to me, isn't that right? You hear the slow, like, churning of gears. Yes! Take one wrong step and you will be obliterated! Only the slickest of moves get you through this room! Maestro! My execution music!
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
So let's pause this music. And
I hope it's an organ.
I'm getting some Crypt of the Necrodancer
Yeah.
vibes
Oh
here.
my god, I hate you so much.
you hear this music play, and all of you, first really scared, go. You're hearing this go off, and
What is that instrument? I don't know what that is.
as all the lights
Are you asking
come
me,
down,
Or are you asking Tellius?
you can see all these clockwork golems, giant axes. Think the Uncharted adventure. Remember the puzzle where every time you moved, an axe came down and hit you?
Yeah!
From Uncharted? There's like tons of those inside this room. You're all stuck with a beholder catching you in a magic stare right now. And he's... Yeah, I guess that's where you are. What do you want to do?
So we're
So,
like,
Dance.
what? What?
Make a performance
like-
check.
Natural 20, I told you.
Natural 20?
Yeah. I rolled it.
Oh,
sure he did.
I literally rolled it. I was like, I don't care
you
what.
can't preemptively roll!
I said I didn't care what the check was.
Whatever. Well,
I'll roll again.
no,
I'll roll
okay,
again.
please.
Natural 20.
I wish.
What
I
is it?
wish.
Performance.
For performance?
Yep.
It's an 18.
Hearing this jam, Tullius, you're like,
Fuck
you
yeah.
start putting your leg up and you start doing like this side motion up to the first square, and the axes come down and you dodge right past it, and you see him, oh no, Tim Tom! Someone's silky smooth out there! As Tullius is just dancing, you take out your lute and you're like, oh yeah! And you start jamming the same music, just a little higher pitch with the lute.
Yep.
Everybody else give me performance checks.
I'm just gonna go up the octave.
Oh,
I cracked the case!
Oh no!
Where is it? Where is it?
Oh, I'm scared.
What'd you roll, Charnook?
I didn't roll anything.
Roll, Charnook!
I got a 9.
A 9?
Oh, you're all...
Orhana's like, I'm not dancing, and she steps forward, and an axe comes down and cuts across her back, and you can't go forward. It cuts not your back in front of you. You get knocked back, and you take
This is amazing.
7 slashing damage as you get cut.
Okay.
What'd you get? 3. Charnook did the same thing on the opposite end. He's like, I'm not fucking dancing, and it just sink across him. He's like, oh, that was horrible. What'd you roll, Tyrion?
11.
11? Not as smooth as Tullius, but just for the start of it, you're like doing a little bit as you're getting into it, and as you get through, you see lightning come down and just miss you as you get to the next one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What'd you roll, Ulyrus?
Natural 1.
Oh! Ulyrus is like, all right. He goes to take his first step, just fucking trips over his own 2 feet. And as he falls, shink, it comes down as a crit to you with a natural 1. So that will be 12 points of slashing damage as it cuts into your back. You're like, oh, and you're like pushing it up and back to the spot you're at. So Tullius and Tyrion move forward 1 space.
How many was that? 11?
13, I believe, or 12.
Oh, 13.
12.
What about
I'm
Zeph?
only rolling Scanlan for this room.
What about Zeph?
As you, he actually rolled a 13, so he was fine. So you see Zeph, as he sees Tullius going forward, he's like, he's like mimicking, but not as well. Tullius puts the leg up, does the thing to the side, lightning bolt behind him. he looks to you, Tullius. Never in my wildest dreams did I think
You'd be having so much fun!
I would end up here. All right, next round. Oh, they might get lucky once, but they don't have the moves to get through. Let's go! As the clockwork guards like step forward again for the at the next set where you guys are. Go ahead and roll
Follow
performance
me,
checks.
lads!
All right, performance checks.
Hey, I'm doing... Wait!
Yeah.
I'll go first.
All right.
And with my silky smooth dance moves,
Yep.
inspire 4 people.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna take that inspiration.
Tullius turns around with his loot and he starts pointing, stopping.
Yep, I'm gonna point.
pointing.
I'm gonna point at Elias. I'm gonna point at Orhan. I'm gonna
Yep.
point at Charnuk, and I'm gonna point at Zeph
All right.
because Tyrion's a charismatic.
That's what an extra thing
I am, and it's a good thing
Is
you
it?
already
Is it
came
extra?
in,
What is
'cause
it?
I
Your
already
inspiration?
rolled.
10, D10 or D8?
I think they're D8.
D8.
Oh wow, you're
Oh,
so strong.
wow! I don't even
How
need to
long
use
does
it. I'm gonna
inspiration
hold to it.
10 minutes.
Oh frick.
So if you don't want to use it, you can hold it.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
something else.
I'm gonna hold on to it for
All right.
now.
19.
19. So Charnuk this time, just feeling it, thinking back to like all the at his clan and his tribe when they would have those events. He starts doing more a dance that matches a completely different beat. But as he starts jamming forward, shink completely misses him as he's on the next level with Tullius. Move Charnuk forward 1. Orhana, what'd you roll?
4.
Did you use inspiration?
Oh no!
5.
Orhana.
No, my
All
modifiers
right,
are
your
-1.
Oh, brutal.
Oh,
Cancel
no.
out.
So as Orhana's like, okay, and she goes to dance, once again her cloak gets caught. She's like, oh no, shink! Another blade comes down. As this blade, the same blade as before, comes down, 6 points of slashing in front of you. As you get cut again, you're like, I just want to walk. Ulyrus, what'd you roll?
14.
Thinking back to those Skoberheim dances you went to, awkward as hell, but helpful. You start dancing forward. You roll for Zeph. And you avoid a cut. Zeph, we're gonna use that inspiration. There's a D8.
I feel like this is how it actually play out in real life.
Yep. Zeph, again, this time, though, still distracted. You see him moving over, and just as he's like, he's losing the beat, you look at him, Tullius, and you're like, as you point again to him,
Gotcha,
you're like picking up the leg a little higher. He's like kicking up the leg a little higher, moves over, is another from the ceiling, like a giant spike comes down. You see retracting, and you hear the beholder. This is unbelievable! So Zeph moves forward.
I got a 25.
You go forward with the 25 2 spaces. So you're like, as you're going and you're dancing with your loot, you start going backwards, you're backpedaling at this point,
my
and you see like a lightning bolt, and it's a beat. As you're dancing backwards, a lightning bolt hits on the downbeat, and then you take a hop, and a second one hits. Turn back forward and you're still playing your new along.
We're playing Crypt of the Necromancer.
As you can see the beholder now, you see like the other eye stalks coming like underneath this little. It's like a tiny little burrow hole where its eyes out just to catch everyone here. And you swear, if beholders could sweat, he would be sweating right now as he sees your confident groove going on.
Can I add a little flair to my roll?
Absolutely.
I want to pull out a pair of manacles.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you know like the fire poi where it's like
Yeah.
Yes.
like I want to try and do that with a 21.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Remember, no magic, so you can't set it on fire, but you can do
No,
it.
it's literally just a pair of manacles,
Yeah.
but it just has the movement as for that performance
All right.
thing.
Okay, as Tyrion takes his next roll and he's like, oh, he's feeling Tullius right now. He takes these manacles out, he starts swirling them around. The swords start coming down, and as he's swirling them, he's like deflecting the swords off as they're tink going back. He's like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it. You feel really good. You know there is something laughing and enjoying every moment of this right now.
Great.
So then, Orhana, again, your roll.
Does he go one?
Yes, he goes up 1.
Okay.
Oh, I think I didn't roll this time actually.
You can roll. Charnuk, everyone roll again for your next step besides Tyrion. He just rolled his turn.
So that's an 8.
The next turn, what?
8.
Oh my God, Orhana. Orhana goes again, gets hit again, and now she's like, I don't think I want to do this. She's standing at the other side of the room right now. As the same, like you're trying to time it, and like, and it just hits you. And you're like, what's with the dancing? It shouldn't make a difference. You take 5 points of slashing damage.
Why did you say I don't get to roll?
Because you did it ahead of everybody. You were first, basically, this round.
Oh,
You're gonna roll
I
again.
didn't go-
It just, you were getting too far ahead of everybody.
I didn't roll last time.
Yeah, he didn't roll us.
Oh, my apologies.
I've only done 2 movements.
Oh, then roll your
Yeah.
third. I'm sorry. I thought you did 3 already. No, go ahead then. What'd you got?
17.
17. Not as good as last time. The DC starts to get a little higher as he's like, clockwork guards! Get them! And as they're coming down, you're doing like spin moves around, like shink, shink, as these swords are coming through. And yeah, for that one, it's just swords and all that.
It's just swords.
Yeah, just for now, as you're doing a dance of swords all the way through. You even take out like your scimitars, and you're like parrying them as you're twirling.
yeah.
Like parrying the sword blades as they come in on you. What do you got?
16.
16. Charnook, still, you like take out your maul, and you start to like, for the bottom of it. And as you're getting on the downbeat, you start like taking one step, and then one step, these long, like, diagonal strides with it as you're going forward, and just shink, shink. These things are coming down and just barely missing you. You're
Oh.
fine.
Oh,
Tyrion,
move me forward, please.
13.
13. Putting the manacles away, you feel your confidence, don't want to push your luck. You just do some natural dancing, some sick grooves, and as you're going forward, you see these darts going by right now. Who else is in line? Well, he's taking a step forward. He's good, because he's taking a step forward. No one's in line. The darts go by. Tyrion. He steps to the next one as the darts go by him, and he just takes a little groove, and as he's doing these grooves, doing a little, like, Spider-Man 3 going on there, and he's just missing them. Elyrus, what'd you roll?
13.
13. As you go forward, and you take a step onto the stone, you take one step back, kink, take one step forward, take one step back, kink, and then you take one step forward, and you're good on this. All right.
Nice.
Oh, Zeph, I forgot to roll for Zeph. Oh, he's doing fine. Nice. Zeph doing the same thing, watching Elyrus go. Takes a step forward, lightning strikes. Oh! Takes a step forward, lightning strikes. Takes a step forward, and as one comes behind him, does like a smooth forward just not to get hit behind him.
Yeah, he hasn't missed one yet, though. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Who?
Zeph didn't miss one yet, right?
Yeah, so, his turn hadn't happened yet, so yeah, moving forward. He just did it.
Okay.
Alright, now you're in here. Tim Tom? Tim Tom! Do we have any other traps, Tim Tom? Next round.
Another 17.
Tullius going forward. As you go forward, seeing the traps, you start throwing scimitars forward.
Yes!
As it tink, 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 hits forward onto it. You see all these traps go off, and these big, like, Skyrim gates, like, shink, spikes come out. And as they go over your sword and they start resetting, you do, like, a cartwheel onto the next one,
my God.
picking up the sword as you do it, and still back into your dance. And then you're taking, like, the back of it, and you're, like, stroking your lute, still, like, dead-eyed.
God,
With
like
the
a
beholder.
pig. That's
yeah,
amazing.
right now, and he just, like,
Yes.
you can see him backing up a little bit. It's like, Charnook.
19.
19.
Good inspiration.
Thank you.
At first, you're a little tentative to what's going on, and all of a sudden you see all the squares start to light up, and these lightning bolts are about to come down. The ones you guys are on, though, the spotlights are keeping their color, but everything else is turning red. And as you see that, you go forward, and you look back to Tullius, who just finished his cartwheel, and as he's stroking his pick, he picks up the sword and flips it into the hand where it's pointing at you.
Oh, he's
and he
immaculate.
catches it like sideways though too, so he's not like gripping the blade. And he just like moving you forward, and you're like, and as soon as you step forward, the lightning behind you, and as you're avoiding it.
He's a magic man.
Elyrus. This is a 10-hour loop. What was it, Elyrus? 6?
6.
6. All right. As you see
your
Tullius
grave.
point to Charnook, you're like, not me? And you get shocked. You take... 11 points of lightning damage.
Owie.
And you feel the shock through your system. Tyrion, then Orhana.
18.
18, buddy. You feel the beat in tune with Charnook as he felt a little like, oh, I don't know about this. You were already that step in front of him already going up as Tullius is spinning the sword, bringing him forward, and you're doing your nice moves and grooves. Orhana.
Natural 20.
Hey! Orhana. Looking at it. You see her finally just like, all right, with all of her magic weapons, she like takes out the dark dagger and she's like, give me the grooves. and you hear him in your head being like, 1, 2, 3, 2, and you start going side to side with the dark dagger, and then as the swords start coming down, like, no, you're coming, and then like 2 more you didn't know were coming. Oh, you dodge them, and you actually get 2 paces forward, I'll say, 2 squares with a natural 20, catching up with Ulyrus.
Nice.
As you're up there looking at Ulyrus, all cut up in some places, a little bit of blood, but it's like drying already. They're not deep cuts, and you're just like, can't believe I'm dancing.
Freaking today.
All right, next round. Unless, I think I got. Oh,
Yeah,
Zeph.
Zeph. My boy Zeph.
Oh, natural 1.
No,
Oh no, Zeph!
As Zeph is feeling the groove back and forth, he gets hit by the lightning and takes 11 points of damage.
Fuck. In the face.
God, jeez! He was distracted by the
This
viewers.
time it's an 18.
An 18. Another step forward, my guy. 15. You can see on the opposite end of the room, you can see a lever at the end of the door, and you can see the beholder's eye just panicking, looking around. He's like, I never thought they'd get this fortune done! I didn't have a plan for this! I should have had a plan for this! I always have a plan for this!
Where are the gods?
They're all the giant things on the side of you, so you would know that.
Everything that's attacking us
Yeah.
right now.
Your gods are weak!
And then he took 11.
They can't even touch me. I'm moonwalking, skywalking on these boots.
Hey, they're doing their best! They're very, very old! What do you get? 15? Things are getting tougher now as you're getting closer, but just barely as you get to this section. As you come through, you feel once again these blades from the ceiling come up and come back down. All right, Orhana.
4.
4. Oh no! As you go to step forward, you just get zapped and it knocks you back, and you're like, you're useless. As you look at the dagger, Tyrion.
21.
Oh, easily. Tyrion takes 1 step forward, and he's jamming back and forth. Takes a step back as he sees the darts come forward again in a new position. He noticed some of the clockwork mechanisms are literally moving the traps along the side, and there's all these constant compartments and stuff moving around, so you guys can't get a beat on when the blades are going to come down or whatnot. You've now really been revealed inside this room that this is all this constant clockwork contraption moving around you as you guys have gotten closer, and he's fine. Ulyrus.
What is
Natural 20.
Oh, Ulyrus! 2 spaces forward after seeing you, Charnook get pointed to and wanting to prove a point to Tullius. He starts doing this jam that even Tullius has to stop, and he's like, I've noticed you. I have no idea that was ever in Ulyrus. And Ulyrus starts doing some crazy Skullberheim
Does a
dances
backflip.
right now. What's that?
Does a backflip.
Yes, absolutely. He starts using his dexterous powers. He starts thinking about his dungeon delves and stuff like that. It's like, I can do this. And as he's going through, he starts doing some flourishes with the crossbow bolts. And he's shooting a crossbow bolt up, and then he's catching it in the reload on the crossbow as he's going forward right now. And he's blowing it off as he's going forward.
So
All right.
smug.
He's got trick shots.
Exactly that Freddie W video.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then next round. Here we go.
Mr. Beholder guy, what
It's a
instrument
17.
is this?
This is this maestro's music. As you look over,
I got a 19.
nice. As you
Like
look
11
over,
stars,
you can
13
see this
is
clockwork
crazy.
mechanism just conducting, and you'd see a crowd of these clockwork brass instruments just going up and down right now, playing far off into the wall. They're chiseled into the wall as he's conducting.
That's amazing.
I got a frickin' 3.
Oh my God,
my
Orhana!
Lord.
As you're
This is where you die again.
as you're okay, put the dagger away. I don't trust it. Take a step forward, lightning strikes. Take another step forward, lightning hits you again for 6 points of damage, of lightning damage. You're oh, I hate this room so much. Charnook, you're last.
17.
17. Forward. You're able to go forward with some more smooth jam. Still tapping along. You're like, even your hoof now is getting that like click, that very satisfying click.
Oh, I
It's
love
a
that.
beat. You rolled your 20. Tyrion and Zeph.
16.
Yep, you're fine. No, that hit a die. No, I'm gonna count that.
Can you move me
And
forward?
Zeph's alright. Both of you guys just going forward, echoing the patterns, doing your dances as you get closer. And as
Who else?
Tullius, Zeph, and Tyrion succeeded, and you see Tullius, he gets up to the front, and now he's outside, like where you see all the squares. You see the spotlight, and you see all these streamers go off, and you hear this like da 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 da, and you hear the beholder, no, da 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 for him, only for me when I did that, only for me. You're right next to the switch.
Can I? What is a switch?
It's just a lever.
Oh, I'll pull the lever.
Like you've seen, you pull the lever, the door opens, and everything retracts, and
Aww.
and the music you see stops, and the whole room goes away. And you see him, Gah! Nah! Tim Tom, they're fabulous! As he sits up.
I think you see Orhana just like go like, like I am so glad that's over.
As Orhana's like limping into the next room. You can hear up top, they were stunning, Tim Tom. Stunning! I never would have thought. All right.
Can I go to like where the brass instruments were and see?
And all like closed in all the walls. As soon as you pull that, everything closed, and it's just a normal room. As you guys, and there's another room inside here that's mitigating, like the previous room you just left to get into this room.
Guys, go in. I have something I must do.
All right. Does everybody walk forward and go in?
I
Sure,
walk.
yeah.
I stay in like the threshold, kind of like holding the elevator.
Okay. You're holding the elevator, just sprints into the room.
Before
Or
I
onto
go
the save.
through,
Everybody
I
gets
walk
in there.
Hold on.
What's that?
I was before I go through, I'll go to Tullius and be, you got some moves, man. You were wonderful.
You had trick shots, man. What do you mean? I didn't do anything. I was just walking through the room. But you were doing backflips and you were like. I didn't know you had it in you. And Tyrion. Oh,
Neither did I. I know.
What was
Everyone
this?
kind of stepped
what was
up,
this?
man. You know
was
what?
that?
You know what? When we get back home, we should have a dance party in the bar.
100%
I'm not
agree.
going.
Just blood and cuts all over you. As you, not awful like before, but you're just like, this is the worst day ever.
I think I got that song memorized
You
on my
easily
list.
do.
Excellent. We can play it there.
It would,
But I don't have
but
the
for
instrument.
misers.
I don't have the instrument.
Well, we can
need.
look into it.
That
I
sounds
know.
like a situation
I'm
we could
looking
remedy.
into it right now.
There's just one wall standing between
Exactly.
Oh, it's starting to close, and you can't hold
Awesome
this.
glory.
Not at all. This is like the mountain.
Not gonna break it.
God damn it. All right. Well, we'll figure it out later.
We got
All right.
I will walk
We'll-
into the room
We'll keep that in mind for
reluctantly.
later.
All right. All you guys enter this room.
Give him a storm giant belt. We'll give him a saxophone.
All right.
That's D&D there.
I don't want the belt.
I will trade you this belt for a saxophone.
As you enter this room, on the walls, you see pieces of the walls missing. You do get a glimpse, very familiar to you, Iris, of the imagery of Corlin. And you can see Corlin leering over and looking, a whole place in the wall is just cracked and gone and no longer there from whatever history was held here. And you can see all throughout like the wall, because that's the far end of Corlin, you see all these Valkyries and angels and all these different like remnants of the law all behind him following suit and like dancing through the skies as Corlin's looking over something that's not there. The other wall is just completely worn down. There's nothing to be discerned on that side.
Is there anything on the ground
an
that
investigation
maybe
check.
like fell onto the ground?
Sure.
I wanna help him out.
All right, go ahead.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, 23.
As you start walking around, your foot catches something and shink! The shop comes back up. Hello! Welcome to the name! Not in progress, but still in work. What would you like to purchase from my shop today? Someone spin the wheel.
Zach's turn. Zach has never spun it.
Spin the wheel.
Don't mess it up.
Focuses.
Focuses. Okay. All right, we have an extravagant selection of focuses today. Shink comes up on the wall. There is but 4 focuses up there. All of them look like rocks. All the other ones looked really like you can see the outlines too of stuff that was there. They all look extravagant and cool. They got almost nada here left.
Oh.
What do these do?
These help you channel the arcane powers through these magical devices. This one here channels magic. This one here channels magic. This one here channels magic. This one just looks nice.
But it doesn't channel magic.
No, it actually doesn't. As he knocks it off the board. As he knocks it off the board, you can clearly see there's this like super like cool looking sword that was there like outlined, and it's not there anymore. Oh shit, he got it. Wow, he's really got it. Oh, that's upsetting.
How much does
You just hear that.
magical focus purchase for?
This one's 20 teeth. That one's 20 teeth. That one is 14 teeth.
Is there a red one?
There is. It's 20 and it looks like a ruby.
Oh, Tyrion, please, I've got this.
Do you even have 20
Yes,
gold?
I do.
Okay.
I paid 20 gold
All right.
for Tyrion.
He
not all
goes
your
in
money.
and you see him. Here you go. Here, which one did you want? As he
The
points
red
up.
one.
The red one. As he picks it off and grants it to you. As you hold it in your hand, it looks beautiful. It looks like a perfectly carved red ruby focus.
Did you need this?
Alright. It's good to have a backup.
Alright.
What else is there? I was just playing that song. It was in my head.
There are 2 more focuses.
There are 2 magical focuses there.
Ooh,
Nothing special.
I like focuses.
They're very useful.
What
Much of a
are
magic
we looking
user.
at here?
One's 20 gold pieces, one's 14 gold pieces, because I hate it.
Why do you hate it? What does it look like?
It looks like a stone. Doesn't even.
That looks
It's
stupid.
just like a stone you would pick up on the side of the road.
That's not
It
marvelous.
doesn't look cool at all.
Yeah,
What about
this-
the other one?
The stone you have is better than that.
The other one looks emerald-ish.
I'll buy it.
Okay, here you go. And you get a jade focus.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Don't you have a jukebox rocks?
Yes.
Man.
It's been a while.
So Tellius is now jaded.
Huh?
Thank you
He's
for
been jaded.
your patronage.
Well
Takes the
done.
other rock off and just crushes it. Goodbye.
He really hated it.
Useless.
Anyways.
He doesn't have feelings.
Yeah. Funny to have feelings. I'm so confused.
I am gonna store my awesome ruby focus in one of my more secure pouches.
Okay. How late can everybody go tonight?
I have nothing.
Can you go to 11:30?
I got
What do you think?
nothing going on.
I can go to like 11, and that'll be pushing it.
Okay.
Okay.
You work tomorrow?
Then we won't take a break.
Yes. Yeah.
Unless you want to take a... Yeah, it's so close. We'll
Let's just push
Yeah,
through.
power
let's
through.
Let's get it.
Break on through.
We're already here.
Yeah.
Break on through. Yeah.
Okay. What are you guys doing in this room? Short resting or anything?
Do we need to take a moment?
I'd like to take a moment.
Okay. Yeah. I got a couple nicks from the last fight. I could use a.
I could heal you.
I could use a rest.
Okay.
It's not anywhere close that intense, but Lyris humors you. Still feeling the adrenaline off the last room.
That is 14 points of healing via
Excellent.
the Cure Wound spell at 2nd level.
To
Oh, thank you
Lyris
very
or
much. I
to...
feel
To
much
Elyrus.
Okay.
He said he had some nicks and bruises.
Okay.
I did.
We're
Does
taking a short rest.
Yep.
Does anyone else need healing?
During the short rest, Tyrion, hanging out with yourself.
Do you need healing?
Oh my goodness.
It's up to you. If you don't do it. Okay.
Ooh, I rolled a 1. I rolled 2 1s! It's only... it's only 6 healing.
Brutal.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
6. So that's 18 total.
Why?
I'm gonna give you
oh,
another
wait,
1.
No. It'd be 14 total.
I'll give you another 1. 9 more points of healing.
Tim Tom. Tim Tom. What is that? Do you see that? No, the other thing, Tim Tom. Yes.
Pretty good.
Well, that's pretty strange, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's just walking towards us. Do you think they had friends coming to the ruins? Tim Tom? Timmy! Tim, put it down. Put it down, Tim Tom. Timmy,
Can you
no! Yeah?
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
That last paragraph, starting from "we can,"
Yeah.
can you reread that and let me know if that's grammatically correct?
Oh, it 100% isn't, because I was running through really
Okay.
quick. So where?
Starting from "we can" at the bottom.
Okay.
I'm naming my firstborn son Tim Tom.
Okay.
Is that
We
like
can't-
one word or like first name, middle name?
Who knows?
Okay. The world may never know.
We won't know until it happens.
Well, I guess that's
Whenever-
not grammatically incorrect.
Whenever we jokingly
it's
talk
more
about our
the-
first son, his name is always Timmy.
The next
I don't know why.
section, if these,
Marion.
I'm not quite getting your meaning from that last sentence.
What else is there to know, dude?
There really isn't. Don't worry. He's just telling
Okay.
you. Yeah.
This is supposed to
Okay.
rock.
It's Tim Tom, dude.
All right.
I'm gonna cast message up. Is there a hole in this room in
Yeah.
the ceiling?
Not in the last room, but it's funny how you're seeing where the holes begin and end, and you're starting to see a pattern to what rooms he could burrow and what he couldn't do.
Do I see any signs of the beholder looking at us?
Not looking at you, no. You
Or
can just
like-
hear the echoes over this PA system.
I'm gonna point up towards one of the holes and cast message, and I'm
Yep.
like, we've made it this far. Can we hear your name?
Tim Tom, did you hear that? Oh, that's right. No, we couldn't hear that. Of course, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. No, oh, put it. Hey, hi. Okay, so Tim Tom, they want to know my name. Isn't that wonderful? You know, maybe we got this group all wrong. My name is Thardarzand. How are you? What is your name?
I hate you.
Oh my god.
Tarzan.
Yep.
Jeez.
I will cast message again so he can actually hear me.
Yep.
My name is Tyrion.
What a delightful name. Did my brother send you to murder me? I hope not. Then we can't be friends.
Who is your brother?
Can you respond like that again?
I
It's a
mean, I
cantrip.
can just, it's a cantrip.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
okay,
just
cool,
cast
cool,
message.
cool. My brother. You don't know who my brother is? Oh! You can hear things getting knocked over for no apparent, like through the tunnel, not through the message. Oh, he's some nobody loser in Waterdeep. He calls himself Zenya. Mom named him second.
That sounds familiar. So
No!
I
You hear
think
things
he's
being
a
put
bit of a
back up.
hermit.
What's
I
that?
think he's a bit of a hermit and just sits in the sewers all alone.
Oh, serves him right. Serves him right. Did you know he had the gall to call me the ugly brother? That's when we stopped talking, say, 75 years ago.
Oh god.
I won't forgive him for that.
Of course not.
I wouldn't either.
What are you doing here?
Looking for the most wonderful steamings of knowledge and a brilliant place to hunker down my lair. And what better place than this crazy magical lair? Never saw anything like it. I only accidentally planar shifted here. You're
Player
totally
shifted.
feeding his ego right now. That's
Player
why he's so
shifted.
forthright with his stuff. Like, he's just been talking to Tim Tom. So, you're getting, like, you're stimulating his ability to actually have a conversation right now. It's been. Okay. It's so nice to have a conversation with somebody that is, you know, talks back. Clockwork. There's Tim Tom, and he has his way of expressing himself. And the Clockwork gods are perfect servants, but they don't grovel like they used to. So it's very difficult. And those Yanti aren't very talkative. Now that they're dead and all. I killed them.
Got him.
Nasty.
Killed all of them.
I hope. There was a lot. We were
That's still pretty impressive.
30, 40. It was a lot. They were all like, this is our
Seems
home.
like a lot. It seems like it's a lot more than 30 or 40.
And I was like, not anymore. And Tim Tom was like, I agree with you, Thanderzar. And I'm like, thanks, Tim Tom. You're the best. They're not using it. And they're like, yes, we are. And they start cutting themselves and summoning demons. I'm like, oh, you think you can summon demons? And now they're dead. Most of them. Certain it's almost every one of them. Probably all of them.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
We're about to fight.
No.
No.
Well, I think I'm gonna let you go for the moment. We gotta focus because we gotta defeat these traps of yours.
Oh, they were here before I came here, but they're mine now.
Well, I'm giving you the credit.
You know, I wish you the best of luck. You have 10 points of inspiration on this.
What?
You just take an inspiration die, D10. Thanderzar gives you an inspiration die of 10. Well, you know, I want you to die now, but I'm internally conflicted. This is quite a turn for me. Normally, I hate most things that don't grovel, but you're making some good points. You don't like my brother. You gave me a delightful update. Best of luck with the next room. Be careful. It's poisonous gas. Like I gave too much. What? Just be careful.
Oh shit.
Saying that
So
out
I'm gonna
loud.
turn to the group.
Yes, very clearly. There's like a PA system again.
Oh,
Yeah.
He has no concept that there's a PA system.
that's amazing.
So interestingly enough, this is actually a very old ruin in the north of Penn.
He turns to the group and he's telling you this right now.
Yes, I'm talking to you guys.
How do we know this?
I have my ways.
All right, that's weird.
I was sort of meditating for a moment, and
Oh, so you can just
picked up a
meditate
couple
and
things.
know shit. All right.
I pick up on things.
It's not suspicious, but continue.
And as we know, there's a magic here, something old that blocks other magic.
Yeah, it's pretty old here.
I don't know. We just have to be careful.
Right. Well, clearly we seem to have warmed up to good old Tharnazan, or whatever his name is.
I thought you said it's Thardazan.
Tharnazan.
Thandazar?
You can say it either
Backwards, Xanathar.
Antithar.
DA can be da or der. Either way works.
Durr.
Thandurzar or
so is it
Thanduzar.
Thandazar or Thardazan?
Thandazar.
Thandrazar.
Artisan.
The first time you said it, you said Thardazan.
Yeah, either one again. Like he says his name how he wants. You guys, it's one of those things where like
His name is fluid.
Yeah, you guys read it and it has like it's pajamas. No, it's pajamas.
All right.
With that, you clearly
Potato,
know
potato.
it's Xanathar backwards. That's very obvious. If you haven't
Thandrazar.
picked up on that yet. You want to give me the barbecue chips? Your DM is dying. Oh God, please. All right, you guys get your short rest. You guys
Oh,
go to the next area.
yes. Let's go. I mean, let's go.
Orhana, would you do the honors? Would you pull the lever?
Oh well,
Yeah, okay.
that's the wrong room.
Wait, we can't go in there.
Wait, the other lever.
Oh, my bad.
And then the room dissolves in front of our eyes.
Whoa, what did you do? Did you break it?
I think maybe.
You should fix it with your gnome brain.
Thorna's End, what's going on?
Door opens.
Oh, is this a maze I see?
Never mind.
Door opens as you guys go in, and you can see walls of fire in front of you crackling.
Oh,
That's not poison gas.
You see these walls of fire in this cavernous region. Let me see. What's the... I got a OBS. What do they see?
Oh yeah, I have a focus now. Yeah, I have a focus now.
Good enough. Yeah, that's really good enough. All right, so...
oh, you didn't have one before?
No,
Do you need one?
I have one.
Okay.
That's why you had to keep burning stuff, I believe, for spells. Unless that's something else. I don't care. Anyway, we're moving on. As you enter this room, give me perception checks. It is only dimly illuminated by the continuously burning fire walls. The walls of fire.
Perception.
Yep. 15. Okay.
I'll take out.
No,
my,
you have disadvantage.
I'll take out my
dim light.
sword, my
I
scimitar.
got an 18.
You're okay.
15.
All right.
26.
26.
2 26s.
Wow.
Wow.
13.
All right. So, Tellius and Eulyris see this area illuminated. See the tiling on the floor is resembling a lot of stuff prior. And as you guys start looking on the walls around you, trying to get a look, Tellius showing the blade, Eulyris watching closely with the glow of it. You see some actually like indents off the wall, and it looks like a cabinet, but it's made of stone onto the wall, and there's a whole bunch of them.
What's this? I'm asking you, Lyris.
Oh, it looks like a cabinet of some sort.
Should we open it?
I'll take a look at it.
Check for traps.
Traps.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. 28.
No traps. It's just a cabinet. The lock
open it.
that would be on there is off. It's not there.
Yeah.
Wait! He said gas. I'm gonna take some cloth and like make like a,
Sure.
but like over my snout, so it's like
You snore. All right. As you open it up, and inside, as soon as you start opening it, you get a much brighter green glow, light green, as you open it up. And inside there, you can see hooked into the sides or into the back of this cabinet are 4 syringes, and they have green glowing in them.
what are those?
Huh.
I don't know, but it looks dangerous.
Or hot
Did
dogs.
Yeah, she knows a lot about drugs.
Did they look trapped?
You can make
Do
an
they look
investigation check.
trapped?
Make an investigation check.
He said do the syringes look trapped? That's amazing.
Investigation. That's 31.
Oh.
You look in close. You look for those like pressure points that like a pressure would relieve something, strings attached to them, any sort of trigger. You take the first one off. Nothing.
Second one.
Take the second one off. Nothing. Then you start seeing maybe it's a counterbalance thing, and then maybe if you take a certain number of them off, so you take the 4th one off. Then you take the 3rd one really quick. You have 4 syringes in your hand.
Close the cabinet.
Yep. You have 4 glowing syringes. Green glowing syringes.
These are
They
interesting.
clearly have needle tips to them and a plunger.
Never seen anything like that before.
Do they look like something I could wield in battle, or?
No, this looks... well, I guess you could try, but,
But, like,
think
not
of it
really.
as brass, basically. Clockwork brass. There's a holding, and then there's a simple plunger mechanic that, like, if you test it out in your hand, I'll say you do, you just do a little bit, and a little bit comes out at the end of it. I say in Skolberheim, you've seen similar things used in medicine. People... Actually, give me a medicine check. Fuck me. God damn it. Fuck. God damn it.
What check am I doing?
Medicine.
Medicine. Okay.
Yep.
Medicine.
For what it is.
18.
18. So yeah, you would have seen these used before in Skullberheim in the process of cleaning out bad blood when people would have issues with that type of stuff. It would normally be performed by clerics under the supervision of typically Tyr. He's the one that looks over these people for balance and trying to look after those who are in need health-wise, trying to keep a balance of their health, a homeostasis of one's being.
Wow.
So I believe these are medicine for stabilizing a person, or curing their blood.
Well, that's you don't know what's in it, but the device itself.
Oh, okay,
the device itself. Whatever's in it, you have no fucking.
Oh, I have no idea what's in it.
No, it's glowing goo.
What do you suppose?
Okay.
What do you suppose it kills?
Well, this is used to. It can be used in medicine to stabilize people, but I have no idea what this liquid inside is supposed to do. So I'm not sure what these are for.
Do you know, Tyrion?
If anyone wants to take a look.
Can I inspect them
Sure.
to see if I can identify the liquid?
Give me a medicine check.
the liquid.
The liquid.
Boopy.
You guys do notice
I'll
there's
help
2 more
him.
cabinets.
I'd like to assist him.
To what? Assist in what? Checking the device?
Yeah, just like maybe pointing things out. You
Alright.
know.
Alright, I'll give you advantage then. Because he's just trying to figure out what it could be. And I don't know how much you could be like, is it this, Tyrion? Is it this? I don't know
It's up to you. I was
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, but I can give it to him.
Brain power.
It's a tough roll here anyway.
I open up the other cabinets.
I
You see the green glow.
have
There's only 3
a
in this
14.
one. One's missing. 14. It's tough to tell what this is. You're investigating. You're looking around. Definitely looks like a syringe. You've seen some of this stuff used in Waterdeep before. Some people use it to inject drugs into themselves. You've seen that in the underground. But the goo itself, you've never seen anything like glowing, especially even though it's dim light in here. Never seen anything like this. Only at some of those really crazy underground parties where they would have this glowing fungus paint they would put on them, and then they would jam out to some pretty crazy stuff, doing a lot of drugs. That was pretty common in some sewers in Waterdeep. And you would frequent them occasionally. Not so much partaking, but just like being a part of the atmosphere.
Take all 3 of those.
All right. You take those out, and it explodes. Fucking with you. No, they're not trapped.
Cabinet, the needles, or me?
Oh.
Oh.
Anyway.
Jesus.
Did he get more of the same?
Yep, the three this time. One was missing in that cabinet. So
Oh, you
guys
liars,
have
catch.
7.
No, I'm just kidding.
You have 7.
Oh. Yeah,
7.
careful with
Yep.
those. We don't know what they do yet. All right, I guess I'll just hold on to these for now, so we can find
Okay.
out what they do.
I mean, this is a good way to find out.
Let's not.
Yes, but not the safest or smartest option.
Well, actually,
Tim Tom, the fields are on fire. Out in front of the ruin. Why are the fields on fire, Tim Tom?
Well,
I mean, it might not be a terrible idea to see how it affects Charnook. He's the one with the he's the most hardy of us, so if it's anything dangerous, he's the most likely to be able to stave it off. But I'm wondering.
intelligence saving throw. No!
I hate him!
I'm almost wondering because I mean we have these. And so is it just like a solid wall of fire, or does it look like there's breaks where it might be different pathway?
It's just a wall of fire in front of you right now. It just looks like a wall of fire moving through this place. There's clearly no way back. You gotta go through the wall of fire somehow.
Could you control it, Tyrion? You're a fiery boy. I've seen you do it before. Don't fucking lie to me.
Don't you hold that on me now!
My controlling fire only affects non-magical fire.
Are you saying that looks non-magical?
It looks like fire to me.
I'm saying that looks like a magical fire.
Could you confirm
the
that?
spell-
Can I make an Arcana check?
You can. Go ahead.
Is it a magical fire?
Go ahead and check.
I have no idea.
I will cast control
Fire's fire.
fire on it.
Fire's fire, dude. Fire.
Control.
Fire's
What's it
control
matter?
Flame.
No.
Doesn't
Clearly
affect
magical
it?
fire. Very
Okay.
clearly magical fire.
I'm gonna cast a 4th level Dispel Magic.
4th level?
Yep.
Yeah. It dispels. And as that, the lights go off. So you can't see very well. Besides, you still have the scimitar out.
I'll take the other one out.
Alright. As you do that, you can see clouds starting to move forward.
Everybody hold your breath.
Eliris, could you pass around those syringes? I don't even care what they do. I just feel
Okay,
better at
I'll
having
pass
one.
Fringy first.
Slowly coming as all of you guys see these clouds rushing towards you. You start passing them out. Alright, you grab each of the syringes.
I go
As-
first.
I think
as
he
it-
said something about poison.
It's coming and it hits all of you.
Inject myself.
Yep.
Oh shit, you're just straight up injecting your guys' self?
I said I was gonna do it first just to see what would happen.
Alright, so both Tyrion and Charnook just inject themselves as the gas
What happens?
hits them. You feel okay at the
I'm
moment.
gonna walk forward.
I need Eulyris, Tullius, Orhana, and
fuck.
Zeph to roll Constitution saving throws.
No.
The big die didn't do it for me. Oh no.
I got a 23.
You okay?
Oh, shit.
11.
10.
You're just holding your breath. You took your everything and you're just covering yourself. 11 for the first one.
Oh.
You
Die.
No. Wait. You're brass, right?
Oh, I'm copper.
Copper.
Acid, not poison.
Oh, okay. So no, you're poisoned.
I know. I know.
You're poisoned at the moment. Put a ring around you somewhere down here just to mark yourself as poisoned. Another one. They're right here. And you guys can take away the walls of fire.
Goodness gracious, great walls of fire.
You start. Eulyris,
9.
you're poisoned as well. But you
Oh,
guys
actually,
don't.
No, 10.
Can I put?
You're still poisoned.
Okay.
I take a breath.
You like inhale.
I breathe.
Give me a con saving throw.
Ah. 24.
Okay at the moment, but whatever you put in your body probably was helping you out. It seems in some sort of way.
I
Maybe.
think the whatever serum this is helps stave off whatever this gas is.
It's a good thing we passed it around.
Yeah, guys, use it and let's keep
And then-
moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking forward.
All right. As you start walking into the clouds, you are blinded. You can't see in front of your face, so you're wandering in the dark right now.
We have his stuff. Oh,
It's
like
fog,
yeah.
though.
It's fog.
Yeah.
So as it glows, actually those are horrible. Ever done your brights on when it's snowing?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Horrible right now. If it's,
I'm just gonna put him away.
okay, as you put them away, the darkness enters. All right, everyone, give me survival checks to try and make your way through the cloud.
17.
Poisoned. Don't you have disadvantage when you're poisoned? Whoever's poisoned.
You
You weren't poisoned.
Can
I don't think so. I had a really good roll.
Did you
Oh
roll?
yes,
Yeah, you were 19,
ability
right?
checks. Yes.
Yeah, you were good.
I
It was like
sometimes
20
ability
something.
check.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah. So everybody has disadvantage who's poisoned at the moment.
Can I try this right?
So I got a
Yeah.
9 on my survival.
On your survival,
Yeah.
you start bumping into walls. You're starting to bumble around.
17.
I got a 9
17.
as well.
You start going down one way. You're going down the left side right now, just feeling out. You found a wall, and you're just following the wall at the moment. What? Tyrion?
I got a 9 as well.
9. You're bumping into Orhana. You're part of the problem. She's every time she takes a step, you're taking a step on her.
9.
Stop stepping
Even
on me!
worse. It's like a chain. All three of you are just stuck in like the middle of that wall right now.
Hey, come this way.
Oh, Zeph God gets knocked into the back of the crew as well. What did you roll?
Then you get a 9 too.
try my strange before I roll?
Yeah, you can and put it into you.
I don't want to do the whole thing. I just
Oh,
want to do a little bit.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like just like a
Yeah,
little-
I'm gonna do the
Okay,
whole thing.
you do a little bit. You're not poisoned anymore.
Fuck yes.
Ooh.
You do a little bit. After the fact now. You
I
already
think- I
rolled
think
your
he
thing.
said you
But
did.
you're going to put a little bit in? Elyrus?
I said I was gonna put the whole thing in.
Oh, you put the whole thing
That's
in.
what
I'm
I
sorry. Yeah.
s-
So you
that's
put
what
the
I
whole
said.
thing in you. Yep. You're no longer
Sound
poisoned
good?
at the moment. Yep. At the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
Did everybody do their thing?
And then I'll do my thing.
Yep.
Natural 20. Holy shit.
Natural 20?
M20,
Nice job.
dude.
Yeah, you did.
As you start pushing forward, you bump into something. You hear this metal kink kink hit the ground as something you hit.
Can I fumble around and try to feel what it is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It feels like a big metal plate.
Can I step on it?
Yep. You hear tink. Like it's not like square plate. You can actually feel like a shape to it. And you start feeling around, you feel some straps on the other side.
Can I lift the plate?
Yep. You pick it up, and then as you start to fiddle around with it, sort of feels like a shield. And you lift it up.
Nice.
I'll put it on my back, I guess.
Give me an investigation check with disadvantage.
Ooh. Surprisingly, 16.
Before you put it, as you're putting it back, you can see clearly, and you're like, and you pick up the shield again, and you put your face to the shield, and you can see the room perfectly fine.
What the fuck?
Nice.
And that's what we'll end tonight's game. You're lucky you got an natural 20. You found
That's
it,
insane.
Man.
Very nice.
Damn it.
I cracked the code.
Ah.
He hacked your system.
Oh, you still gotta make con saves, bitches.
What a dance off though.
Yeah.
Oh.
right.
Oh my
That's
god.
That was so fun.
ridiculous.